Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Fate of Aeothar. When we last left off, the party went headfirst into battle, with none other than the Baron himself joining into the fray. Despite him giving the party some trouble, they end in a standstill, with the party hurting and the Baron trapped in a wall of fire. The dragons battle it out in the distance, focused only on each other and locked in deadly combat. And that's where we're picking up. Moss had just finished his turn, and the ogre was up. I believe one of the ogres was still being grappled by Tony, right?
I'm still holding him.
This guy.
This dude here? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So he will first go ahead and try to break out of your hold.
He
can
may
certainly
attempt.
try.
For a
He's gonna have to beat a 20.
Or,
Oh,
ooh, natural 1, okay.
haha.
He fails to do that. I thought he was
I
supposed
laughed
to
at
be
his
strong.
face.
So yeah, this other ogre here is still afraid of Aydirath, so he will run off over this way and see Talia and begin walking over to her.
Oh, come on. Fuck off.
Got
Try me, bitch.
disadvantage. Chill out.
Yeah, it's a disadvantage still, because he's still afraid. He's big and
I just
dumb,
love the
so-
idea.
Little
That,
bitch.
I love the idea that every time Talia gets into peril, just
Oh,
goes,
fuck
"Oh,
you."
fuck off!"
Yeah, it's really
Wait.
Talia's phrase, isn't it?
Talia, quite like every single time an enemy locks onto her, she just tells the enemy to the face, "Fuck off," and they still attack
Fuck
her.
off. Exactly. Thanks. Attack her because of that.
So Nyaxa still engaged with Aydirath. In fact, where Tony is, you see these two dragons just fighting in front of you, and
What a sight!
it is just these two behemoths just shaking and rippling with every hit as they like snap at each other. Like blood kind of starts to drain out from under the scales, and it's a very brutal fight. And
Don't forget the 20-foot tall fire column burning behind them in this scene as well.
That's badass.
Yeah. And Nyaxa will try to use her tail against Aydirath and try to pull his feet out from underneath of him.
That's 4 feet. Fair dues.
22. Ooh, and it just barely hits.
Oh shit.
No.
So Aydirath will take 1 second. Where's the pad? There it is. Ah, shit, I already rolled it. My bad.
Oh.
Oh, yikes.
For 18 damage. That's not bad. That's not bad. He's
I
tough.
know, but I'm a bit more impressed by the fact that Nyaxa can roll a 30 fucking 2.
True.
Dragons.
Uh,
will fuck
and-
you up.
Aydirath is prone as well. You see him kind of like get flipped over onto his side.
Ooh, dragons can be knocked
I mean, if they're standing on the ground, probably.
There.
There is nothing stating that they are immune or resistant
Hell
to
yeah.
being prone.
Hell yeah. I am on board.
So.
My last DM must have been a prick about it.
They've
They
got
got
wings,
full
dude.
legs, they can't be prone.
I mean, they can lay down.
Cows
on
can
their
be
side and
prone.
stuff, so they
No,
can.
I'm not complaining, my man. Trust.
I assume like from like the average person, like probably not, but like another dragon for sure. I
Well, yeah,
feel
if
like
you
they
pu-
could
if you pull
throw
it
each
off,
other around.
yeah.
You know.
That's gotta be reasonable.
So yeah, the
It's a
troll,
weird rule.
the troll is up, and he looks around and sees all of this carnage going on, and kind of turns and looks slowly towards Hadrada, and begins running over to him. And he is going to make a bite attack against you.
Can I use shield? No. Yeah.
I think
Should I
you-
use shield?
I think you already have it up.
No, I don't, because it's a reaction.
Yeah, it's a one-turn thing.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
I'll
if,
actually
it's,
use Hellish Rebuke.
if it's a reaction, you can, because he's attacking you, so.
I'll actually use Hellish Rebuke. Never mind.
Okay. So yeah, go
Because
ahead.
he hit. Okay.
Roll
Level
damage.
1.
8 piercing.
Another question, isn't that a disadvantage?
8
because the troll is
piercing.
scared, or is the troll already... I'm confused.
Well, okay, so 18. Does 18 hit, Corn?
Yeah, that still hits, I think.
Okay.
Caster.
I was thinking because of the shield thing. Whatever.
No, the shield thing's down.
I know, but like if you'd done that instead, it's okay.
Doesn't matter.
4.
Okay, so
On
he
the,
does 10
dex.
damage.
10 damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Not a very dexterous troll.
Yeah,
No.
not a very dexterous strong.
Imagine not.
They're not a lot of things. Smart,
Oh,
dexterous.
there's a whole top half of this map I wasn't looking at. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Didn't see you guys up there.
Hydrata, you are up.
Given that this troll is so close to me,
Mm-hmm.
I am going to use. I want to use Vampiric Touch and steal his health, but I'm not low enough for that. So, I mean, I could use it, but it would be sort of a waste. So I'm going to use. I was about to say Mage Hand, but I remembered it's not an attack. I'm going to use Thunder Wave.
Okay. That's
Is
a
mage and
con
middle
save, right?
finger.
Yes.
12?
No.
Ooh,
Well,
okay.
disadvantaged, so 9. I mean, it wouldn't hit either
Or
way. So,
9,
but I'm,
yeah.
you know.
So 10 damage and prone,
Yep.
or knock back 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe it's disadvantage on ability checks unless he's got something else on him. I think it's just attack rolls.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Wasn't aware of that.
I'll check.
That's 10 feet, right?
Yeah, where he was before was 10 feet.
Ah, okay. And the Baron is up.
The
I
friend
know, right?
status, by the way, says that it gives disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls
Oh,
while
there
in
you
the
go.
Sorcerer Sphere's line of sight.
Oh, okay.
And also, found this, you can only knock someone prone that's one size larger than you. Up to one size. So if they're two
I was
sizes
gonna
larger,
say.
you cannot knock them prone.
Yeah, the Baron is going to look around and see the wall of fire, see the dragon who is no
He cannot
longer...
see through the fire. All he sees is fire.
Okay. Okay.
It is 20 feet high wall of fire all around him, with 10 feet of fire spewing towards him.
You went down,
Yeah, the wall is opaque. I can ping it for you if you like.
Well, then, scratch all that.
Sorry. Yes. Here,
No,
I'll
it's fine.
ping on wall of fire for you so you can
so-
re-see it.
Yeah. One sec.
He's already taken that initial damage. The wall is opaque. If it ends its turn within 10 feet, so he's safe in the middle. But if he moves away from the middle, he'll start taking damage. Or he can choose to run through it. I don't know if he's well versed in magic, but if he can cast the spell, he would know that you can move through it.
Right. Okay. So he is going to look around and see nothing but fire. And he casts etherealness on himself.
Ooh. Ooh. Etherealness.
That's a level 7 spell.
And he is going to move out of the fire. Which is only 25 feet, 5 more feet of movement. That'll be his turn. Talia, you're up.
Alrighty, okay. So I have this what spell slots? I need to look at my spell slots. Alright. I'd like to not click on the URL. I'd like to cast Shatter on this motherfucker that thinks that he can just come
Okay.
towards me as if he fucking owns the world.
Come to you menacingly.
Right. I'm gonna cast it at level 3, like somewhere here, so it doesn't hit me. And that's a DC 16 con save, please, or 19 points of damage.
I love the idea that you're
shit.
actually saying this to the
Double
ogre.
rolled. 19.
I mean, isn't it a disadvantage?
Or yeah, sorry.
Is it-
6. So that's
It's
a fail.
so he takes 19 damage.
19 damage. Okay.
I mean, while
Just
having this
sock
monologue
him.
in front of. I'm having this monologue in front of the fucking. In front of the ogre.
I fucking swear.
Cool, got
Go off, Talia.
it. Tony, you were up.
Oh,
yeah, the
I'm gonna
queen.
punch.
What's that?
I'm gonna punch.
Okay.
I was looking
With
for
my fist.
with my fist.
Yep. Even at disadvantage. Well, a straight roll it would be because, so yeah, for sure that hits anyway.
Oh
though.
no,
Don't
I'm
need
at
that.
advantage now because I'm no longer feared. I used my last lay on hands to remove fear from myself.
Okay.
Remember?
Remember?
The thrown
Yeah,
trident. You're trying to throw the trident at him.
No, it has the same roll as Trident, so I clicked it by accident.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
So I'm just stabbing him with it.
okay. But yeah, so the jab hits.
The 22 doesn't hit?
No, the jab hits.
What's the jab?
No, I mean for the Trident because I'm holding him, so I have advantage, right?
Yeah, it hits.
No, the thrown Trident.
Yes, it hits.
Yes, they both hit. 22
No,
hits,
yeah.
so they both hit.
Right. I was
22 and
confused because
22.
you said jab and didn't. Right.
Sorry.
I'm dumb, okay?
No, it's fine. It's fine. I should have been. No, I should have been clear. It's fine. But yeah, both of those hit. So you're good.
Nice. In that case, I'll give him a punch. I'll give him a stab. And I'll check my spell slots. And I'll blow him up. With a smite.
How do you want to do
I
this?
smite thee. Holding him at arm's length. I take the trident. Stab him in his chest. He's not gonna die immediately. I'm gonna look at him. And then, like, a second later, it's gonna smite him and he blows to, like, smithereens.
Nice.
Nice. Now, I have a
Nice.
bonus action, and there's someone over here. Oh, I can't get over there. Actually, wait, maybe I can, just. Nice, I can barely get in range.
Hey!
I can get to
How's it
here,
going?
and I have 5 feet
How's
of
it going?
reach. So I'm gonna grab this guy.
Okay. So...
With a 9!
Ooh. They've been rolling pretty crappy today so far, so who knows?
No, that's a 13.
13. Okay. So yeah,
I trip as I run over.
Yeah, you don't quite make it to him, and just the smell he puts off kind of knocks you on your ass as you run up to him.
Ooh, I like recoil like, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I want to grab him?
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. So Aydirath is up now. He is going to use half his movement to get himself back upright. And as he does, he is going to charge his breath weapon, or attempt to.
6.
And he does.
Nice.
And yeah, he is. Oh, let me check where everyone is. Hold on. I don't want
I'm a fire in my laser.
to send out lightning all willy-nilly and take out friendlies.
Yeah, don't want
They're
to
at
pull a
this
Might he hit the
Nyaxa.
Baron? Might he hit the Baron, please?
That'd be kind
Yeah,
of
the Baron-
cringe if they pulled a
The Baron
Nyaxa.
can't be hit
Mm.
because he used the weird, funky dimension switching spell.
Ah, damn it.
True.
I like that
I don't
name
know
for
too
it.
much about etherealness, but I'm assuming what it does based off the name means nothing can fucking touch that dude.
I mean,
No.
I read,
he's
I
on a
read
different
half
plane of
the
existence.
description and skimmed
Hey, you
the
don't know
other
that spell
half.
either. No metagaming.
I know.
Sorry. So yeah, Aydirath is going to use his lightning breath against Nyaxa. To which she'll have to make a dexterity save. It's pretty good dexterity. But not good
Not
enough.
good enough.
Yes!
So
Fuck
that
yeah!
is full
Fuck yeah.
damage. 16
Holy
d10.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Come
I can
on.
I'm imagining
Come
the
on,
Godzilla
Aydirath!
2012 scene.
I can feel it freezing and lagging already.
Perfect.
Oh,
This is
God.
that scene
Oh,
from
goodness.
fucking Godzilla where it rips open the thing's
I
mouth
literally
and
just said that, my guy.
Come on.
Be better.
You just see like
fucking-
the fins on the back of his neck just light up like.
Now it's
Ah, fuck yeah.
what if it's just what if it's just 16 ones? Okay, no.
No.
No, shut
Oh,
up.
that's actually quite good.
That is a number.
Ooh.
Look at that number.
What was that?
Ooh.
1, 2, 3 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 nines. 1.
What the
As-
fuck?
As Aydirath hits Nyaxa with his lightning breath, you see the bolt hit her chest and just arc straight through and kind of like come out the side, almost like a bullet ricochet. And she is not looking good. She looks pretty bad at this point. That is
I imagine this is just like their reaction all around from the party. She's like
We're
woo!
all like, oh shit.
Oh fuck!
Hell yeah!
and that is Aydirath's turn.
What a turn it was.
Fuck yeah!
Durgat, you were up.
Okay, can someone please tell me if I still have Bardic Inspiration or not?
I don't think you've used it, have you?
You did not use it.
No,
You
didn't use it
decidedly
at all.
didn't use it yet.
Yeah, okay, well in that case, I don't like being feared. I'm gonna roll my wisdom saving throws. It's the beginning of the turn, right?
End of the turn.
Hopefully. Well in that case, I'm going to,
Just have to end your turn the same distance or farther away.
yeah. I'm going to step over here and, then...
Oh my god, I thought Durgat was going towards the dragon, like, oh my
No,
god,
that was-
no,
Hail
That's
Mary.
me measuring minimum distance that they can get.
she's low,
Sorry.
but Jesus.
Sorry. Let's get
I
in
am,
there!
listen, I am stupid, I am not that stupid.
You are a rogue.
I'm stupid. I'm not
Yeah,
dumb.
you are the one person that could do that and get the kill. Just saying.
Tony is both stupid and
Okay,
dumb.
does a 20 hit the troll? Probably, right?
Yes, oh yeah, absolutely.
Must you ask?
Wow.
4. Okay.
Wow.
Wow, that's an ad one.
It all-
Wow.
It all adds up.
Wow. Oh goodness
Okay.
gracious.
It only
time.
takes 1 damage to kill him.
Yeah, time for
thanks.
wisdom saving throw. No.
Wow.
Okay.
Nay.
Technically, you did just break line of sight, so you do have, you no longer have disadvantage. You don't have advantage, but you no longer have disadvantage.
Yeah, but none of that currently doesn't matter. But thanks for telling me.
Yeah, no, I'm just letting you know for future.
Yeah, thanks. That's
Big
like
rock.
a sarcastic.
Well, I assume. How tall is that rock, Mike?
Like 10 feet high.
Alright, yeah.
Yeah. It sounded like a sarcastic thing, and it was like actually thanks.
Are you good?
Did Durgat take the stilts off yet?
Yeah.
Is Durgan still up in the powered scissor lift that they've been standing in?
Moss is up.
Oh yeah. So quick question, cause I don't know. Can I see a misty thing here, or is he just straight invis for me?
You see
I
nothing.
believe you can't
All right.
see it.
Yeah. That I still think he's in the wall of fire. I'm gonna maintain concentration. Do I have
Okay.
anything that doesn't take concentration that could help? I do. Fuck it. 20-foot cube. Just gonna put it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and just help out the homie with quick little fairy fire right on top of Nyaxa.
Okay.
I'm make it green, obviously. So I believe it is a DC. And the spell is. Oh no! It just. If it fails a dex saving throw, so I need a dex saving throw from Nyaxa. Yeah, you're fine. Nothing.
Okay. And as you do this, she turns around and looks at you and makes slightly uncomfortable eye contact for an extended point.
Moss stares right fucking back.
Okay.
More eyes.
Is that your
I'm
turn?
not scared of you. Checking if I have any bonus actions. Probably not. Probably not. That's gone. That's gone. I can't use. Can I use? No, that's if they're attacking me, not on a save. I'm gonna fucking run this way.
Okay. So the ogre is up, and hearing the large mechanical clunk, clunk, clunk of moss running over, his attention turns and sees this metal thing running towards him, and he begins to walk over.
Yeah, that's right, bitch.
Oh, cunt! Step off.
And you see him like pull his great club up and just go like full force down on top of Moss, or attempts to.
I'd actually prefer if he didn't.
For 11.
As a miss.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is his turn. Nyaxa is up now, and she snaps her head back from looking at where you were and focuses on Aydirath again. And you see her kind of like hunker down low, trying to cover the wound that's been broken open by Aydirath. She looks around wild-eyed and goes for a multi-attack against him, going in for a bite and trying to claw at him. And I believe only one hits. Yeah, one hits. So the claw, the bite like misses. He goes in to like bite for her throat, and she kind of claws his face back a little bit and pushes it away, and comes back with almost like a left hook sort of claw strike against him, and it
Bitch slap, as you will.
yeah, and it finds purpose and lands and kind of scratches him across his face.
Mike, did you mean finds purchase? Did the hit find its meaning in life? Find its purpose?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it did. Its purpose was to hit.
Ah,
Right.
yes, indeed.
Grammatically fine.
We're all fucked today, aren't we? We're all fucked. None of us can speak right today.
So, in a left hook sort of motion, the hit finds purchase and claws against Aydirath's the side of his face and leaves visible claw marks kind of over his eye and down across his jowl. And that is her turn. The troll is up, and he is going to make his way to Hadrada again and go for a bite and 2 claw attacks. Just go in, like, just wildly flailing his claws, and just go in at the end for a bite.
Is Troll feared? Did you say Troll succeeded on the wisdom, or just Baron?
Just the
Alright.
Baron. So
The two hit, but the bite does not.
okay. Well, no,
the
because
first
it's
claw is an
a
11.
disadvantage. It's a disadvantage, so it's 11. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
never mind. None
just
of them
one.
hit then, except for the 24.
Yeah, 1 hits. For 11 slashing.
None of them hit,
Okay,
except for the
not
one
bad.
that does. None of them.
None of them, but except the one that does. Yeah.
That's the one. No, the one that's making me bleed.
Oh, whoops! I just put 653 on my health.
I am unkillable.
I've done that.
Oh my.
Grass
Moss when he wild shapes.
And Hadrada is up.
I'm going to return the favor with a nice little. I don't have any spell slots left. Vampiric Touch.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get another Thunder Wave.
Does a 21? Yeah, that hits.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. How many health points am I gonna get from this? And
I
how
saw
many health
self
points
and
do
thought, why are you hitting yourself with it?
Stop
My
hitting yourself.
tiny
Stop
brain.
hitting yourself.
13 necrotic, which means I get 13 health back.
Okay. Cool. Got it.
And then I'm going to move. Stay where I was.
Okay.
Because I don't want to take that attack of, or actually I will take that attack of opportunity. I'm gonna move closer to Durgit.
Pussy. Sorry.
Pussy.
Durgit says that as you
Come to
walk
me for
over.
Safety, coward.
Little
Not in
babe.
Okay.
character.
Is that your turn?
Yes, and he gets an attack of opportunity. So yeah.
I definitely think that is in character. I 100% think Durgit turns to Aydirath and goes, pussy.
No.
That is funny
Oh,
as
that
shit.
would be so funny though.
That just barely hits, yeah.
Okay.
That's our fanfiction headcanon.
Okay, well, you can't headcanon that.
For 12 slashing.
Okay.
So that almost nullifies the
What's that?
vampiric touch, huh? I was just poking fun at the from the vampiric touch. He has only 1 hit point. Like
Canceled it out. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
cancel it out.
almost
Thank you.
exact change.
Okay. So the Baron is up.
The pussy.
Still invisible. You don't, or not invisible, but still in the ethereal realm. He doesn't perceive you, and you don't perceive him. And you hear like a swoosh, and he appears again over here behind Aydirath.
Oh my,
Smell an extra plane of being.
What's the matter with you?
Let me double
Not yet.
check. I'm gonna double check something real quick.
There's only one extra plane of being allowed around here.
We said dropping spells is a free action, right?
That's why I'm
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to.
dropping spells is free. You can do it. That spell particular has to be used on your action though.
Right.
Which
So
one?
so then
Etherealness or wall?
No, you can drop all whenever it's concentration.
Okay.
Etherealness you need to use an action to
Yeah.
leave, I believe.
yeah, that's what I was trying to read. So that would be his turn.
So the second I see him reappear, I would drop Wall of Fire.
Okay. Talia, you're up.
I will.
Awesome. Talia's gonna wait. I'm thinking to yeah. Okay. Talia's just gonna hit the troll or whatever the bitch in front of her. With Moon Fury. Come on. Hey,
That is 19. Yes, that hits.
yes. Fuck yeah. And that is
Yes,
wow,
fuck yeah.
5 slashing damage. Well, at least it's something.
Yes.
You gotta love Talia's little like mutterings as she's like doing up damage and stuff. Like, yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
turn. Thank you.
Tony, you're up.
Now, who do you think you're clubbing? 24?
Yes, that hits.
Nice. I'm gonna smack him for 5, and I'm gonna
Alright.
grab him for 16.
Okay. Cool. Got it. Oh wait, 16's for the. Sorry, I'm
Yeah, it's
dumb.
contested strength.
Yeah, I'm dumb. Hold on.
5 damage.
Mm-hmm. Un momento. Poor.
Un momento, por favor.
15.
Ooh, I grab him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna walk off with him.
Give him a big old grab.
And be like, now come on. You're coming with me. I'm gonna go over this way. He's gonna follow me. I'm then gonna, in my free hand, throw my trident at the troll. And be like, and don't
Okay.
think I forgot about you! That's an 11.
Hold on. That might hit strangely enough.
Doubt it.
Unless I'm thinking, no.
I feel like
Minus
it's
to
12.
AC from
Yeah.
frightened.
Okay, so yeah, that's a miss.
It scared him a little though. Made him jump.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
It is Aydirath's turn now. He is going to continue looking intensely at Nyaxa and tell her, all you are is evil. You and your kind, that's all you thrive on. I take great joy in stamping you out. And goes for a multi-attack against her with, he's gonna go in for a really strong bite to the neck. And then, once he has her, in the bite in the neck position, he's gonna use the claws to kind of, shred at her rib cage. And I think 2 hit. Yes, 2 hit.
Damn.
Ooh, hold on. Let me
What is
pull
it?
out.
25 and 19.
I gotta pull out my calculator for this one. That's
That's, I don't, that's 44. That's 44.
44. Okay. 44 on. Oh my god. How does Aydirath want to do this?
Hey.
I know, dear.
Also, it's
Oh, hell
61.
yeah.
It's 61.
Yeah, more than
That's
enough.
a lot of damage.
So yeah,
That's plenty.
as
Crit doesn't count.
so yeah, as Aydirath has Nyaxa in this bite sort of grapple, biting on her neck, he uses his forearms to shred into her ribs, like slicing her open, and then pulls them back and grabs the horns on her head and just and snaps her neck and throws her to the ground. And like as he does, he like turns around and like the tail like whips back and he spreads his wings and he just lets out like a just like it is thunderous and shakes
Oh
the
my
entire
God.
ground.
Does that drop, like, her dying, does that drop the fear effect on all of us?
There's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
Yes, I would say it does.
Fuck yeah! Oh, we're
Oh.
fine!
Now all of
Fine-ish.
you make fear checks against the deer.
Right?
Oh god.
He turns
I'm not
around.
giving my guess.
So Durgit, you were up.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that I've heard that Nyaxa died, or at least I can very strongly assume so.
You heard a loud snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to fucking run up to this bitch and stab him.
Okay.
There.
How many
Yep.
Assuming that's a hit.
Oh yeah.
14.
14. All right. Cool. Got it.
Fuck this.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Moss, you were up.
I, with this new perfectly found road placed directly in front of me, I'm going to run 30 feet forward. And now within 30 feet forward, and him within 60 feet, I shall point my finger and say, "Stop right there, knave!" and cast Hold Person.
Yes!
Yes.
Gonna need a wisdom saving throw from Baron von Dickbag.
Baron von Dickbag. Wisdom.
Yes, sir. Yes. Probably pretty high. He's a big caster. Ah, you
No.
cuckold.
20.
Wait, isn't he feared?
No.
What's
No,
what's
he
No,
feared?
saved
he's
the
not.
fear.
Ah,
No, he
damn it.
saved
No,
the
he
fear.
yeah, he dropped. He made a save.
God fucking.
If someone would like to
Oh,
free me
don't.
of this ogre.
And,
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. How about that? Huh?
And he looks at
That's
you.
my job!
He looks at you and says, "I'll be with you in a moment."
Oh, please do. I'd
Oh.
like to finish our conversation from earlier.
And the ogre is up.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, ogre? We're just having a cup of tea.
Do ogres speak common?
Sorry, it's taking a
Yeah.
drink. So the ogre will try to break out of your grasp.
That wasn't ogre. That was just Mike choking on his water.
17.
He does.
Okay.
I'm right here. This is a bad spot for me to be in.
Yeah, and he breaks free. That is his turn.
Oh, thank God.
She is dead. Bye-bye.
Dumb bitch.
Long live the
Fucker.
king.
Fuck out of here, bitch. I should have been alive.
So the troll is up and is going to turn around and look at Durgit and go for a bite attack against them.
At me, bitch.
Quick munch.
Ooh,
Nah.
Oh,
miss.
Nah, ooh.
Mouthful? No.
do his teeth fall out? How's that work?
Yeah, I mean, he just straight up misses. Yeah, he
Gets
just
a nasty
He
cavity.
opens his mouth and you can smell his gingivitis.
yeah. And
What's
at the
gingivitis?
at the end of his turn, he's going to look around and not disengage and run.
Yeah, that guy's getting stabbed.
Pussy.
He's about to lose his
Not
ankles.
Durgat, but like the troll. Troll's a pussy.
No, Durgat.
God, yeah.
25. Yep.
Just randomly calling Durgat a pussy as they're murdering someone.
All right.
Fucking pussy.
you eat.
Isn't Durgat asexual?
That's what Durgat yells in response because they're a baller.
Okay, got it. Hydrata, you're up.
Okay, I am going to use a very little bit, of my walking over here, actually.
I cast feet.
Yes,
My
feet.
feet.
How far away is the Darren from me?
55.
55, okay.
Ooh, that's a
I
good
know
range.
something that he can't.
Plenty of spells in there.
I know something that he can't deflect with his bitch-ass defense. Where the hell is my bow? Do I still have my bow on my attack sheet?
Do not use your bow.
He's out of spell slots.
You have the best cantrip in the game.
Yeah, the problem is that he'll just deflect it. Watch, I'm casting Eldritch Blast at 26.
You think a bow will hit him when your Eldritch Blast doesn't?
No, his Eldritch Blast hits him, he just counterspells him.
Can you counterspell cantrips?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay. Oh, he didn't Eldritch
But he
Blast.
might be out.
Okay, but why would he do that?
He did it earlier.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
I can't wait for my turn. If he doesn't move his dumb fucking ass.
And then how far did I move actually?
You move from like
15 feet? Yeah, 15 feet. I'm going to move back behind the rock.
Back behind the rock.
Move.
Yep.
Okay. Un momento.
That's a worrying line,
Oh
Mike.
no!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Hey.
Okay.
Cat is screaming for some reason.
Oh, that's ominous.
That is very ominous, and I hate it.
So the Baron looks at the dead Nyaxa and looks at Aydirath, unshaking, just eye contact directly at him. He looks around at all of you and says, "Too long you've all been thorns in my side. This ends now. This ends here."
Mate, I don't even know you.
As he says this, a magic seeming glow drops over the Baron.
Oh.
And as he does this, his form drops.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
here's what he
Oh
actually
god.
And
oh
I
my
knew
goodness.
a melted extra planar creature.
The form you see before you can be likened to a hunched over, extremely large humanoid vulture wearing long robes. It's like bald, like sort of chicken-skinned vulture head sticking out of the cloak. Very thin in comparison. His body very big and bulky. And he looks around at all of you and says, "I'm going to kill all of you."
Talia sees this and just yells, "Whoa, you're ugly!"
And you
talking.
see him start to spin his finger, and around it, a black smoky wisp begins to circle as he does. And the more he does it, the bigger it gets, and it expands in radius to 60 feet. A 60-foot sphere from here. So that would be Hydrata, Durgat, Tony, and Moss. So everyone except Talia.
Oh, this is not good.
And it
Please don't let me be
begins
the only-
to encompass all of you. And I need
No.
Constitution saves from all of you that are within that area.
Please don't.
Okay.
21.
No, probably not.
Nope.
Oh no!
Moss, you have advantage. Wait, hold on. Actually, it's, I don't know if it's 5 feet or 10 feet. Not advantage. No, it's 10 feet. You get a +3. Or
Oh,
plus
thank
4.
Christ. Thank
You get a
Christ.
+4.
Yeah,
No,
21.
No, no, oh no, Aydirath. Oh no, come
Okay.
on.
I'm going
man.
to use my bardic inspiration. Was it the 8, right?
Look at
Yeah.
the 8, low, go for it.
I have a 25.
Wow, that did a lot.
You still have your inspiration in general.
I know, but it just gives you advantage, right? Or what does the inspiration do? I'm
Yeah.
confused.
It just gives you
Okay.
advantage, so it wouldn't do
Ah,
anything.
Yeah,
damn
well,
it.
in that
So-
case, it's totally useless.
I have a 25. Moss has a 21 because of Aura of Protection.
Those of you that fail,
What's DC?
you take 23 points of damage
Oh.
total.
I can't dodge that.
I was
can
expecting that to be worse.
No, any damage you take, you can uncanny dodge.
Okay, well, in that case, that's half.
No, it has to be a rolled attack.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I am nigh certain.
Actually, hold
although
on.
I
I
will
have,
check.
it, I have it right here, probably. Somewhere. There.
Hits you with an attack.
Yeah.
When attacker that you can see hits you with an attack. Yeah, okay.
And for Moss made it and Tony, right?
What was
We don't know the
DC?
DC, so.
Oh, sorry. It is a DC 18.
Yeah.
Nice, we made it.
Yeah,
high five.
I would have failed if not for Tony.
I have a fucking 1/10 chance of making that. Woohoo! No, never mind.
Okay.
Actually, higher. I forget.
So, those who fail, you take 23 points of damage, Aydirath included. And he kind of shakes it off and
Oh yeah, weird.
looks down at the Baron, and you see him beginning to bare his teeth at him.
So here's sorry, quick question, Mike.
Yeah.
When I cast the hold person on him, sorry, coughing. Oh, could I even target him? Is he still considered a person?
No.
No. Did that spell slot still go? Since I
Yes.
couldn't even target him. Okay, fair.
Well, no.
Because I couldn't. You can only
He's
target a person.
He's classified as medium humanoid. But
Yeah,
not,
humanoid. So a hold person would still work. Okay.
but
we're
not a
good.
person. He's a humanoid, but not like a human or.
Yeah. No.
but
Person is just like humanoid.
yes. Yeah.
Hold
So,
humanoid is what it really should be called, if we're honest.
yeah.
I
So,
mean, to
Hold
be fair,
dude.
almost everyone in this battlefield would be immune to hold person if it was
so
just
yeah.
a human.
Anyway, sorry. Jumping back into it, Talia,
Yes,
I
apologies,
believe
just wanted to-
you're next. No, it's fine. It's fine. I had to put some stuff in too.
Absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna do something I'll regret because I moved like here next to Moss and Tony, my two buddies.
Hi.
And I'm gonna use my favorite
This guy
cantrip.
is loose, by
Oh.
the way, just so you are clear. If that
Yeah,
does
sure.
change your
Yeah.
plan.
And I'm gonna use my favorite cantrip in the whole wide world that I haven't used in so long. Vicious Mockery.
Vicious
And he
Mockery.
please has to make it, well, maybe he makes it, but
Yeah, that's his main. That's like trying to cast it on Moss.
still,
On the Baron.
I would like to,
Yeah.
I would like to yell some
It's
insults
for
at
the
him, please.
flavor.
It's
Sure.
out of spite.
Yeah, it's out of fucking.
The insult
it's out of
still
pure
hurts his,
spite.
19.
ego, so it's good.
Yeah, I'm still gonna like yell all the insults that she has in her book at him. It's like you're so fucking ugly. You weren't ugly before. You're even more ugly than you were before that. Oh my god, why aren't we all blind upon looking at you? Fuck you. We're gonna murder you.
Tony
It's like-
recoils in shock. I imagine the ogre does with me.
And Tony is up,
So mad.
ironically enough.
I'm a bonus action expeditious retreat myself and cast the good old traditional version of hold person with my hands.
Okay.
17.
Yep.
I pick him up.
Fuck yeah. Oh my
and I
god.
look at his
what the
little
fuck is with
feathery
this?
face, and I move at least 5 feet this way. Actually, I could stop here, so I would move.
Little snowman.
Hold on. How far do I move then? Because I half my movement.
hmm
There, I think I get this far. And I look at him like, you little feathery bastard, and while I'm looking at him, I call my trident back to my other hand and I stab him.
Stab.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh,
That's a
grapple.
27 with
That's
advantage.
advantage. That's advantage.
Yeah.
He's grappled.
Nice. Natural 20.
Dang.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
And I'm gonna give him a smiting.
Yeah. Dump it. Dump it all. Dump it all.
Don't you also get more stuff to roll because of the smite, or is it not how crit works?
I don't think so.
No, smite. Any rolled dice. Any rolled dice.
20,
Your smite also gets crit.
26 total.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
26, 36, because those are both the rolls. Is that the 3d8?
Yeah.
26 plus 10, 36, doubled, 52. Right? No.
No, you don't
72.
double the 16 because it's already doubled.
Oh, it's the 16.
It's
two
I
dice.
see. You roll twice.
Yeah.
Is that how? Roll 20's done.
Okay, but isn't there also more dice rolled for divine smite?
Is that the divine smite crit, or
That
is
is
that not?
right. So that's just a divine smite level 1. So do I now roll an extra
Yes.
2d8 and plus 1d8? Cool.
So we roll twice.
Have you been
I
doing
forget
it
that.
wrong this whole time, Blue?
I may have, but I haven't crit with divine smite a ton.
True.
I did it like twice, I think.
Rogues
I mean,
and paladins are, you both get crits.
Another
Yeah,
eleven.
I recall I once critted one time when I could do a sneak attack, and I did a fuck ton of damage.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's another 11 on top of it.
Yeah.
So 16,
16 plus 10
10
plus 11.
Okay.
Okay, but I have this hilarious picture in mind. It's like, the Baron's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you all, and then Tony just casually walks over
37.
and picks him up like he's a small child and just starts
Just
stabbing him.
bound
Like,
on
yeah,
over and go, listen here, you feathery bastard.
yeah, like,
Hold on, I
yeah, I keep telling myself that.
accidentally deleted the Baron from the turn order. What do you have? A 22. 22.
Yeah.
But I like to imagine that Tony just runs up and like football grabs him, like football tackles him.
Sacks.
He's
him.
like giving this speech, and all you hear in the background is.
But keep in mind, Tony is also like twice his size, so he's like belly flopping onto him.
So Durgid is up.
Okay, I have a question. Because of this black wisp shit he did, is there also like a bad vision or something in this 60-foot area, or was it just the spell real quick?
No, it was just dispelled.
Okay, good
as
to know.
soon as like it expanded out and kind of exploded this energy, it dissipated.
Okay, good to know. Anyway, I'm not letting this troll get away, and also I'm very hurt, therefore I'm just gonna walk up to this bitch and stab again.
Okay.
Fuck.
13 misses, yeah.
And I don't have okay, yeah. Still, this bitch isn't getting away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Moss, you're up.
If I am up, I'm gonna be honest here. Kind of built for AOE right now.
What is
See,
AoE?
Durgid's bleeding, but not too far. Area of effect. I can't really target one person. I can target a big area. Talia, how you looking? You got any scrapes, bumps, bruises?
I'm at like 60 out of 72. I'm fine.
He hits you with the elbow, hits you with a spell because he doesn't want to go anywhere right now.
Aww.
Can't really do a whole lot. He's just gonna like hit you, like oi, smack you. We'll just do a first. You're not too hurting, but give you enough to give you a little.
A little booster
You're
shot.
having this,
Oh, didn't roll
I
it.
resist.
Cool.
I
you're having
resist.
this casual conversation next to the ogre. It's
Oi,
just like.
you're doing pretty good out there, you know, hanging in there.
Thank you. You're also doing very well for your
Well,
first
that's
fight.
all you get then. Fuck you. Never mind. Do better.
Okay.
You can
Damn.
do more.
Wow. Okay.
Hey,
I
listen,
know.
so here's the thing.
Hey,
You've
hey,
got
mixed
this. You've got this
messages.
guitar that you carry around fucking everywhere, and you never play it while we're fighting. Like you've started doing it a bit more now. It's good, but maybe pick it up a bit more. Yeah.
And now it's 69 health.
Nice.
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 Nice. Optimal.
Okay, thank you.
Optimal healing.
So Moss,
Optimal healing.
is that your turn?
I'll probably fuck off from the troll a bit. Yeah. Oof.
Ogre.
30. Yeah, well, you know what I mean. The big ugly fuck that's right next to me, huh? That guy.
I've already moved away,
I
man.
want to remind you there are 3 big ugly fucks in this battlefield. Only one next
He
to
would
you,
get
so.
an attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah, swing, bitch.
Okay, so yeah, as you leave, he kind of swings at you like half-assed with his club. Oh, and hits.
Yep. Yes, sir.
16 bludgeoning.
Congratulations. Moss has finally bled his own blood.
Quotation marks blood.
Blood. It's weirdly red. It's uncomfortably red.
Is it like neon red?
I'm gonna go ahead. Don't worry about it. And bonus action, healing word myself. Gonna hit myself at level 2 with that one.
Okay.
It's a very Tony
That's-
response to bleeding.
2d4 plus 8.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I feel like that's
Not
more
2D.
detail. I feel like that's more detail than Tony would go into, though.
No, yeah. What blood? What blood?
Oh, it's red.
There's blood?
Oh god, and pass out.
Almost. Back.
Oh, blood.
I have a character who's terrified of blood.
Oi, that
Yeah,
hurt,
It
mate.
sounds like me.
That fucking hurt. And he's just gonna like rub his back, and that's the end of his turn.
Okay.
That really
And
fucking hurt. You know that?
the ogre's turn is up now, and he's going to take a swing at Talia.
Fuck you, actually.
Have you
See
considered
how it
that
is.
you're a bitch?
You know what? Get fucked,
Ooh.
actually.
Holy
Go
shit,
ahead
Arca.
and fuck yourself.
What?
Go ahead and fuck yourself. You piece of
Oh,
fucking
so-
garbage.
Glad I healed ya.
21 damage. 21 bludgeoning damage, excuse me.
Hey,
That's
I
not
basically
nice.
I had
canceled
such
the
a
crit out.
nice-
You're welcome. You're welcome. Canceled that crit for you.
What's that?
I got exact change for the bonus crit
Oh,
damage.
nice. The troll is up, and he is going to go for a bite and make 2 claw attacks against Durgit.
At me. Okay, shouldn't be so arrogant. My HP is low. Yeah, wait. The troll is still feared, right?
Yes, because of Aydirath.
Well, okay,
so,
nothing hits.
Yeah, none of those hit. Alright, cool. Forgot about that.
Durgit's just there, like hands behind their back, just fucking leaning around, dodging every hit.
Great.
Durgan is now an anime protagonist.
Mike Tyson in the ring type shit.
As Tony begins to drag the Baron around Aydirath, he turns around and puts out his clawed hand and grabs the Baron and stops Tony from pulling him further and says, "He's evil. He must be destroyed, like her."
Yeah, that's what we're
Oh.
trying to do, mate.
I think you misunderstand my intentions
And,
here.
He, like, kind of punts the Baron out of your hand,
Just whack.
and as he falls to the ground, he, like, slams one clawed hand down on top of him, and then the other, and goes in to bite his head off.
Nice.
Okay.
And as the Baron is, like, in this position, he's looking around and says, "You might kill me. I'll be back, though. There's 12 others just like me. You'll never defeat the Circle of 13.
Fuck, lore. Fuck, notes. Fuck.
And then Aydirath goes in for the killing blow.
Wait, Addy! Moss starts like holding his hand up.
Ooh, and all 3 of those hit. For 32 plus 19 is...
He did eat. He ate an entire wall of fire earlier too, y'all. That he's fucking.
49? Oh,
Um.
doesn't matter. As the Baron, like, looks around wildly and spouts all of this, the claws are on top and the head is just... Aydirath just puts his head down and just bites his head off, and the Baron's body just turns into, like, a black poof of smoke, and you see on the ground where he was laying is now a gray-black oozing puddle.
I'd like to grapple it.
What the fuck?
I'd like to grapple.
Oh my god.
Or as I should put it, I would like to
Fuck.
investigate.
There's more of these motherfuckers?
What you thought?
Watch as one of them. Oh god. Oh god.
And as he does that, 2 Rudderkins come up from the ground.
Hmm.
Was that a fiend I hear?
Is that fiend I smell? I think that's fiend.
I knew I smelt it.
Ah, you ugly cunts.
What's the fear distance
Oh, yeah.
of fiends?
I did already pass this last session, so I'm still
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those of you that passed last session are immune for 24
Yeah, I
hours
got
from
right
it.
up in there.
So yeah,
Beautiful.
you guys are good. Let me give them a roll real quick. I know it's going to be real bad because, you know, they're not too quick.
Dexter.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, they're not too quick.
That's a good roll actually for me.
Same
If
speed
it,
as Moss.
if it was really low, then they'd go before me, and that would be bad.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I
that'd suck, wouldn't it?
did not have their token selected.
That'd really suck, wouldn't it, Tony?
Listen, I'm gonna bring him over.
suck.
Stop complaining.
Well, don't bring him over here. I can't do fucking anything. Get away from him so I can do something.
No, not like over to everyone in general. Everyone else
Just
can do
fucking
something.
yeet him away from everyone.
Okay, I'll yeet him. Calm down.
Just get him in a 20-foot circle. That's all I need.
Okay.
And
can do that.
I can't be an animal right now. This is fucked.
So, Hadrada, you're up.
Okay, so sorry, my dog was barking. I am going to peek out around this shit
And see
rock.
everything that just happened for the first time. All of that happened while Hadrada wasn't looking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just walk away, and
Wait, where's the Baron?
Dead.
what happened?
Hadrada like, oh hey.
Hadrada was distracted by a dog, actually.
Hands
But
just covered in
somewhere
blood.
over there.
What's
and
going
I'm
on,
going
Mike?
to use my firebolt on one of the rudderkin.
Okay, go ahead.
The classic enemy of fiends.
Or not.
Fire.
Yeah, that's a miss. Sorry.
Psych.
Talia, you're up.
He shoots off a firebolt and then is all like psych. Directs it towards Tony. No.
Made you flinch.
I can use long term, so I'm just gonna shoot one of my bows.
One of your bows. Oh yeah,
Well,
you have multiple.
I
I
have
would like to
multiple, yeah.
inform you that an ogre is right next to you.
I was about to say there's actually an ogre right next to me,
Yeah,
and
there's a
I
pretty
still
big
have
cunt
like
there.
I'd like to use Thunder Wave, please,
That's kind of perfect.
on the ogre.
Okay.
I'd love.
No, I'm gonna need.
No, yeah. I'm seeing if I can do this.
Wow, that was horrible.
Ooh.
That was
It's, I,
terrifying
it's,
and horrible and god fucking damn it.
Jason, what is it
Well,
with you getting
7.
terrible higher level casts?
Oh, I don't know. He gets pushed away
So,
also.
That's 7.
Yeah, he
point
gets
damage?
pushed away.
Okay.
It's like fuck off. Talia like looks at him and does this like forward motion with her upper body. She's like piss off.
Okay.
And that's when he moves away.
So top of the round, all of you roll perception checks.
Oh good
Oh.
god. Fuck
Do
off.
I even have to at this point?
Perception.
Oh, I got an 18.
Hey.
Come on, come on, come on, come on,
passive
come on.
perception of 18.
19.
Passive perception of 17.
Passive
Why did that
perception
roll?
of fucking 13. Boom, get on my level.
No.
10.
19, 19, 19, 19. The first one. I don't know why I rolled
Yeah.
twice. I'm very sorry. I'm taking the first one, Mike. Please.
That's fine.
Ooh.
27.
Okay. You hear the thunder of horse hooves. You hear the clanking of loud armor. You hear shouting. It sounds like a very large battalion is heading your way.
From our side or the other side?
Yeah.
I would say with all of your perception checks, it sounds like from your side.
Oh god.
Aye.
God,
The lance.
And
Yeah, Moss would call it. It's just like, we've got backup!
and soon after, Duke Silent Fury and small garrison of soldiers come riding through the pass and see the giant ogre currently engaged with Talia and the troll and the dead dragon, the giant, just black, heaping dead mass in the middle of the battlefield. with the giant bronze dragon Aydirath still, somewhat standing over his kill. And reference for the Baron and the dragon.
I'm stood next to him like, hey.
And he looks around and says, "Do you need assistance?"
Yes.
I quip to him.
The other battles.
No.
The other battles are doing well. We're down to just mostly smaller skirmishes at this point. Have you seen the Baron? Have you seen their commanding officers?
Yeah, he turned to goo.
He's under my boots.
Yeah,
He
he's
is
goo.
dead.
And
Oh, we don't know. He's not dead, I think, actually.
I'm pointing to the Rudderkin. That's him. That
Everything?
was him.
And he looks around and says, "The Baron dead. The Baron is dead."
Well, no, wait. It's complicated.
Oh, yeah,
we have
hold-
to
it's
explain
not-
it
wait,
later.
hold on.
Tell you
on.
after.
We need to have a brief, but later, yeah?
Can you
Oh,
just
yeah,
please help us
Baron's
out for now?
dead! Yeah!
And he says, yes, of course.
Baron's dead!
You're
Just seeing,
So-
Well, Moss
How
is just like
close-
hands up,
just
actually
seeing how
shouting
close
that.
they are.
Baron!
But yeah,
Yeah.
so Tony,
Woo!
Talia, did you take your turn?
no, I didn't.
Okay,
No,
so-
I did.
You did.
Kind of wave.
Yeah.
So, Tony, you're up.
I would like to quip to Duke Silent Fury. For Silent Fury, we could hear a mile away.
And he says, "What can
Um,
I say? when I get turned in the heat of battle, nothing can stop me."
I would like to walk up to the Rudderkin
Press X for
and
loud.
push it over.
Okay.
Fuck. Ooh. I'll try again. That's a 23.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I have a 9 on the first one. Shit. I don't fail the first one. Because he got a 5.
Yeah. Yep.
In that case, I'll push over the second one, for which I have a 23.
Okay.
And they are knocked prone.
Okay. Cool.
I will then run away.
All right.
Hold on, I'm checking how far I'm moving. I can move 60 feet because I have expeditious retreat. So yeah, I'll run up to Zoga and be like, just look at him like menacingly, like you're next.
Okay.
You're next to be pushed over.
So much like turtles, the Rudderkin are on their back and trying to like flip themselves back over, which uses half their movement, which they do, and
Drive-by trip.
That's fine.
ever so slowly, they begin making their way.
The plan was
10
successful.
Rudderkin has 10 feet of movement?
No,
I have, like,
Rudderkin have 20 feet of movement, and it takes half their movement to get up.
Oh, didn't you? Wow, they're slow.
Yeah, they are. They are.
They're
Couldn't be
puppies.
me. This puzzle's get made by the rogue gang. Okay, it's my turn, right?
Yes.
Made by the
Very
rogue
good.
Okay, I'm
gang, I
gonna
can't
stab
listen
some
to
more.
them.
Wow.
That is a miss.
Ow.
Seems like the rolls are starting to even out a little bit. No
Yeah.
more like 23s and 30s and 55 millions.
Okay, I'm having a very stressful day, okay?
Yeah, I think we all are having a bit stressed today.
I'm having a great time.
Oh yeah, I know you are having a great fucking time. I know.
Moss, you're up.
Alright, well, I'm gonna stand here and I guess shout at some people some more. Just gonna run back by the Duke. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Addie's there. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna run all the way back to the Duke. I'll go up and around the ogre's hitbox. I've got 60 feet of movement, so I can make it there. Just gonna go chill up by the Duke. It's like, oh, of course you show up right at the end. How you been, mate? How's it going?
Would that be an attack of opportunity from the ogre?
No, I went around. I got
Okay.
60 feet.
I didn't
Went
see the
like,
path.
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
I thought you were to say, would there be an attack of opportunity by the Duke? And I was
Yeah,
like,
that's what I was thinking.
Duke's
like,
call
yeah.
out master. Yes.
Who's like, hold up.
The Duke's like, I was the Baron the whole time.
Like, no. So Maz just get over there. It's like, hey, you mentioned something about some Council of 13. You heard anything about that?
The ogre's up. You're still holding him, right, Tony?
No, just approached him.
Just approached him. Okay. Well, in that case, the ogre is going to make a swing against you with his great club
That is fine. That was the plan.
for a natural 1.
I laugh at
Oh,
him
yikes.
as he attempts to.
So that is his turn. The troll is going to go for a bite and 2 claw attacks against Durgit.
The claw attack hits.
The 23.
Yeah. Hold on, can you dodge? That's a 4.
Yeah.
Nope, that was an accident. Ignore that.
And that is his turn. Aydirath is going to look at the Rudderkin and recharge his fire breath, or recharge his lightning breath, which he does not.
I am going. Okay, I was about to yell, "Hey, you're gonna hit me with that!"
Good.
Now,
What? Who said that?
right, so it is an action to recharge, so that is his turn. Hadrada, you're up.
It's 90 feet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he'd hit me. Okay,
Oh,
I'm
God.
going to
Probably
Run.
move.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move over here so he can't hit me. And I'm going to Eldritch Blast the troll man.
Troll.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know they're
Actually, I'll firebolt him.
Troll man.
Or not.
No, no.
There's no need to get
Oh.
hit.
I got one higher than last time, hooray!
Okay, so since my rolls are fucking up, it's because this troll just really doesn't want to get hit.
Yeah, this troll just really doesn't
troll is
wanna get
actually the Baron in disguise.
Yeah.
Oh, why we're
Don't
kind
Been
jinx
of
it.
red herring all along.
Talia, you're up.
Right, awesome, nice. What to do? I'm just gonna. I'm gonna shoot this bitch actually. No, wait, I think I'm too close for shooting. I'm just gonna.
You're 5 feet away.
No, I'm not. Wait.
Yeah, it's only within 5 feet, I believe.
Oh, yes. 10,
So you
10
can
feet
shoot.
away.
Shoot away.
I am going to shoot away, actually. Thank you so much. With one of my longbows.
My fucking god, thank you.
14.
On the ogre?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure, that hits.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
5 piercing. Wow, that was a nat 1. Oh, fuck me.
How do you want to do this?
No.
It's enough.
She like takes like a step back and then takes her longbow, aims for a moment and then lets go and shoots him directly in the eye, and it like goes in and like not out at the other side. Like the arrow goes completely into the skull, and yeah,
Oh,
that's how
gotta
she
sick.
does it.
Ouch.
I lean to the side like a bullfighter as he falls past me.
Nice.
Like about Talia's like one eye closed, tongue slightly sticking out, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly that.
Just super
You get it,
focused
my
and
man, you get it.
concentrated.
Yeah.
Tony, you're up.
Well, it looks like I got someone else to stomp over to. Douche,
Rum,
douche,
rum,
douche,
rum,
douche,
rum.
douche. I'm a punch him.
Moss like elbows the Duke is like, hey,
13.
watch this.
13 is a miss.
Hey,
That
I'm
is a
trying to
shame.
show off here, and you're
Um,
missing.
I'm gonna ask Durga, do you want to be this close to this troll?
I'm fine. I'm fine with it.
You're fine?
I
Cool.
need to stab him.
In that case, I will also get another 13.
See?
Yep. Miss.
And I got an 18 on strength to grab him though.
Okay, let me roll for that. Six.
This troll just really doesn't want to be hit.
Wait, hold on. Nope, sorry. I rolled for the Rudderkin, my bad.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
I
that
hope
is
that's
fair.
different.
Nope, not really.
Ah,
Whew.
Yeah.
And I grab him by the neck.
you keep doing these mirror roll mics. It's really satisfying. Got that 20 earlier, now this one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's actually very unlikely
I love
for
it.
that to happen.
I'm fudging
Yeah,
all
that's
my
why it's so
rolls,
cool.
don't worry.
I knew it.
I'm gonna bring the troll over to the Duke's men, I think. I have another 25 feet of movement. I can use half of it.
Okay.
So I can go 10 feet. So I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna bring the troll with me. Can I like turn the troll around to be on the other side? Is that something I can do?
I suppose, yeah.
Pull him around. Nice.
I think it'd be further than his movement. Or no,
Would I
no,
get-
that's fine. Never mind.
Would I get an
Cool.
attack of opportunity because of that?
No, I'm forcibly moving it.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's not willingly.
Boss is like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
I'm holding him.
Whoa.
I'm holding him. Just beat
Yeah,
him up.
I see that. You're both fucking big.
Stop crying then. I've
Yeah,
done this
let me
thousands
go
of times before.
away.
Just hit the
Wait,
thing.
you're covered in blood. What the fuck?
It's not blood. Don't. It's not mine. It's fine. It's fine. You can literally see it dripping out of his body. It's not mine.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. So the Rudderkins begin like shambling the opposite direction of you and moving.
Pussies.
And as they do, they begin to like bump into each other lightly as they walk, and then it goes from like bumping into each other occasionally to like touching, and then they just begin to like squeeze tightly against each other.
Oh no.
They're hugging. Oh.
No,
No, that's not it. No.
Durgate, you're up.
I'm gonna walk down to this bitch and stab it. Do I get the advantage because Tony's grappling him? Yeah, right?
Yes,
Okay. Don't let me down.
I'll try.
That also
17.
song.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good.
Just for the image of everyone, every time Tony grapples someone, he's grabbing them by the neck.
40, great.
Nice.
16?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, plus 46. Plus 12, that's 28 damage in total.
How do you want
I
to do this?
again thought you said 46.
No, still not 46.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Someone else do it for me.
Slice through
You
both
gotta
of the calves,
learn.
falls to the knees, dagger straight through the back of the throat, and it points out the other side.
Okay. Good.
It goes like right through my fingers because I'm holding his neck.
I was
It
setting
falls
up.
down.
Was I standing here? Or was I standing here?
You were standing here, I believe. Oh, that's not the arrow. You're standing here, I believe. So you move 25 feet.
Okay, then I'm going to move over here, and then I'm gonna use my dash shit to walk over here.
Okay. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes, I can't really do much else.
Okay. Moss, you're up.
There's gonna be okay. Okay, I got one of two options. This could be funny. Yeah. Hold on. Checking range. Out of range. Moving 20 feet. I'll like move my way like up and over the little guy's body there. And 30 feet. I think so. I was here. Yeah, and then yeah, perfect. And then yeah, perfect. I'm go ahead and polymorph that Rudderkin right there. But or
This it's
I
like
have to
low,
go- it's a
like
beast, right?
something low HP and like not dangerous, or something high HP where it won't turn back into whatever after like a
Yeah.
hit.
The equivalent of a cow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. Whatever cow, D&D cow, 5e cow. I'll just Google. Huh?
Dragon cow.
Cattle, 5e creature. Beautiful. Here, I'll send you the link for his new stats. If he failed, well, let's see if he passes. My fucking roll crazy. DC 16 Wisdom save
Okay.
for the Rudderkin.
The wise fiend.
And it was wisdom save.
Wisdom save, yes sir.
Well, that should be fantastic.
Okay,
Nope.
almost fucked up.
Yeah.
Almost. Okay, we're good. I just DM'd you the cattle. He has 22 HP, 10 AC, He can still attack. +5. He's got hooves and he can ram people.
Not if he's not on the floor.
Hey Tony, are you gonna do some cow tipping?
You best believe I'm doing some cow tipping.
Moss, is that your turn?
Yes. Rudderkin into cattle, I believe, is a good enough turn for me.
The troll is dead. Aydirath is... At this point, he's begun to, like, kind of inspect the body of Nyaxa. And you see the large, like, cavity in her chest that got blown open with his lightning from earlier. He has his clawed hand inside of it and is reaching around inside of her chest cavity for something.
Oh, Addy, that's fucking gross, man.
So he's doing that thing where you see like a car crash on the side of a motorway and you're like, you're not supposed to look, but you're kind of still looking.
Yeah. Hadrada, you're up.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hit you.
That is a cow, that is a Rudderkin.
That is a scarecrow.
Are both of them cows or just one
No,
of them?
this
No.
one is cow. This one is a cow.
Okay, good.
Okay, this
and
one, this one cow, this one not cow.
and
Can I
at the-
just mark the one that's cow real quick
And
with something?
at this
Oh,
point,
yeah, thank you.
and at this point too, it is now what looks like a seemingly normal cow with this rudderkin that has begun to fuse into the side of its body. So it's just the black and white of the cow with just the pink, slimy, fleshy mass like fusing into the cow's body, still absorbing each other. Hadrada. Is that... Yeah, so go ahead with what you were gonna do.
I am going to use my Eldritch Blast. Come on, roll. A 20.
Yes, 20 hits.
Hooray. 17.
Jesus.
Okay, and that was on which one?
The Rudderkin that isn't a cow.
They are like inside of each other. Wouldn't it hit? Would it hit both?
No,
like,
at this point, no. At this point, they're beginning to fuse, but they're still two separate.
Okay.
Things.
All right. I'm
How
seeing it
far is
as like
lightning
it's
lure?
moving onto it.
15 feet, okay.
They're
I'll
like
have to get
beginning to
closer.
fuse, but they're still like separate entities.
Got it. Beginning of the phase. 10-4.
Mhm.
10-4.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Talia, you're up.
Awesome, nice. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna walk over to Durgat.
Longbow of Depression.
Hello.
Just kidding.
At Durgat, yeah. You're gonna die. No. I'm gonna hit Durgat with a level 3 cure wounds because I know they need it.
Headcan for longbow of depression. Every enemy that gets killed by it isn't actually dead. The enemy just gets severe depression and just loses the will to fight.
They
just
all
walks
turn
away.
into naps to blue.
They get
Yeah.
depression and have
Yeah, exactly.
they-
So you get
they get depression and have disadvantage on all of their attacks.
They get the,
Nah, they
depression
just
is 3
leave
points of
combat
exhaustion.
because they're depressed. Okay.
They
you
get
get that
disadvantage in
many,
all their mental rolls.
Exactly, yeah.
Thank you.
Fucked.
Nice.
Uh,
I
You're
needed that.
welcome.
So
actually.
12
Yes,
points
I
of health.
know.
Perfect. Is that your turn?
Yep, that is my turn indeed.
Tony, go ahead.
Yay, I got
I'm
two
run
hits.
over to this cow, pick him up.
Okay.
22. Can the cow beat the 22?
Oh, let's find out.
+3. Yes, it can.
+3.
Yes, it can.
Well, you never know.
Roll the dice. Come on, cow.
Come on.
It'd be hysterical.
No.
Hey.
7.
I lift the cow from the goopy mass that's trying to attach it and leave with it.
They're still attached to each other.
Oh, in that case, can I use my other grapple to rip them apart? Can I grapple the other thing with my other grapple?
I would say you could do that, but ripping them apart is probably going to be like a whole separate other action sequence.
Because I have 2 grapples to use on this turn.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Cool. In that case, I'ma just, like, pull him this way. Come on, cow. I assume second one in tow, and on the way, I'm gonna stab Rodican number 2 with my trident twice. Maybe once.
The 25 hits.
Nice. And because it's a fiend, it gets the heftiest of divine smites. You fiend!
And this is
You
just
loved rolling 10.
this is just the normal Redican, right? Not the cow.
This is the Rodican, the cow is a cow.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Oh, as it's like dangling on the edge of the cow, I like stab the trident into it as like trying to like wedge it off, but it just like blows it up.
Nice. Yeah, and the 2 separate beings rip apart from each other.
Nice.
Yeah.
I lay the cow down next to the group.
Okay. So the one is dead.
And one is a cow.
One is a cow. So yeah.
Are we still in combat? Is the cow fighting back?
No, I would say it's just a cow. So, combat
Nice.
is over.
Oh,
Fantastic.
And as this happens, you can see Duke Silent Fury and the men he brought with him, kind of like, "You've done it! You've done it! The Baron is dead!"
Can we talk? Can we talk about that?
Yeah,
Like,
can we-
when we get
celebration
back
is
and
in
all
order
rested?
here. No, we deserve a fucking break as Moss just
Yeah.
falls into the snow. Tony, come here so I can heal you. I'm too lazy to stand.
I run over to him, covered in
Oh,
blood,
I
and
just
I
hold
lay
my
down
hand
in the
up.
snow in
Hold
the
my
big
hand
next to him.
The biggest I got left is a level 3, so that's what you're getting.
Haha, I have no healing spells.
Yeah, that's why
I
I'm
have
a
like
druid.
some cure wounds that I can hit people with if anyone needs some more.
3d8.
I lay down and I'm like, I'm so spent.
There you go.
Oh.
And Aydirath is still there, and
Addy!
goes into the human form of the previously crippled older man.
That old man with the no longer fucked up leg. You're
Mhm.
welcome. Addy.
I'm sitting down in the snow, just looking over to what the fuck he did with the chest
Okay.
of Nyaxa.
Okay.
I'd like
Tony,
to- I'm just
wait,
sitting
Tony,
there.
drag me with you.
I drag
Hey.
Moss with me.
Actually, roll perception checks, all of you.
I was about to say, I would
Oh,
like to investigate the corpse of the bird
You
baron.
got it. 22.
Perception,
Thank you.
what?
I will have
Oh,
Moss do
uh,
it for me as I hold him up like
okay,
a flashlight.
Then 24.
The bird baron's body is goop, and now
Yeah, I want to
Rudder
investigate
can-
what's left of it.
I guess.
rather.
Whatever
Okay,
that
so
was
the
for.
24 is for the dragon, and then this is for the goop. 27 is the goop.
Okay.
24 is the dragon.
So in regards to the dragon, before Aydirath takes his human form again, you see him pull something out of the chest cavity, a circular-looking ball, resembling almost like a giant pearl, except it is completely like a gunmetal gray color.
Does it look vaguely magic in nature, or does it look like a cannonball?
Can I like seeing what this is? Is there anything I could try to figure out what the fuck that he just put out of this dragon?
Roll Arcana checks.
Oof.
I'm not like trying to figure out if it's magic. I want to know if Tony thinks it's a shiny magic object in his child mind.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Ah,
Some-
I'm amazed.
something pulled from a dragon is most definitely magical.
A 17
Ooh.
on that arcana.
17 on the Arcana. Okay. Yeah, you would also see that, or well, you would know for sure that it is magical with that. It is almost luminescent and gives
Ooh.
off a. What's the best way to describe it? Almost like.
Pearlescent.
No, almost like you know how sometimes when there's like fog or smoke and you shine like a flashlight through it?
Oh, the shimmer, that weird shimmer.
Yeah, that, but like a gray, almost like black and white color.
Is it smoky or more wispy?
It sounds like Durk from Colors You're Describing.
It's more hazy. It's more of like
Hazy.
it's more of like a hazy aura.
It sounds
Around it.
amazing.
Or if do I have detect magic? Hold on, checking.
I'm guessing that Hardrada doesn't notice this.
I mean, Talia doesn't even check.
No.
It was like so done with herself.
Okay.
Tony shrinks.
Okay.
Moss will stand on his own here from here, but like holding on to Tony. It's like, what you got there, Addy? Like, oh, by the way, kind of pissed you didn't remember me earlier. What, really?
He was also like super young too, so you would just be like,
No, the joke is that he's offended that the baby didn't remember him.
Okay, got it.
Didn't remember your old uncle, is that it?
He
You
says,
know each other.
he
He
says,
calls over.
I was but a wormling last time I was in the Feywilds. I'm
Too much.
surprised I even remember my time there that well. And he looks at the orb that he pulled
What you got
and
there?
like kind of holds it in the palm of his hand out to all of you and says, look up.
I
And-
look up.
Moss,
I
tell you
I
what,
look
you-
up and I say, "Can I
managed to-
touch it?"
I
No,
managed to peel
no.
my eyes away from the orb.
You can tell, like, as you look up, that the black mist has begun to encroach on your immediate area, hanging roughly about 60 feet high above you.
Whoa.
And he says, this must be destroyed.
Yes, by all means.
This is the source
Now
of all of this. And he
I
says,
punch it.
and roll strength.
Ooh, strength.
Guidance.
Hand on it, crush.
Roll a d4, too, just for fun.
So
20.
20.
as you do this,
The dirtiest of 20s.
you ball up your fist and you have your thick metal gauntlets on.
I
Are
do.
you?
Oh,
Are
I
you
also do twice as much damage to constructed stuff or inanimate objects because I have siege weaponry fists.
okay?
Moss like reaches his hands up and touches Tony's back to give him guidance.
Are you punching or are you
I'm like crushing it.
so like a
I'm not
crushing?
gonna
like-
punch it into the old man's hand and like get him covered in glass.
Right. Okay. Okay. So it's more of
That'd
like
be
a
rude.
crushing motion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I hear it must be destroyed and instantly on reaction, crush.
Okay. As you do this, you begin to put pressure, and you see small hairline cracks begin to line on the outside of it. When it feels like it's about to crack under your hands, it sends out a pulse, and you take.
Oh. Oh,
If it doesn't
no.
kill me, I keep going. Unless it's a disgusting amount of damage.
16
I keep
force
going.
damage. You keep
Do I
going?
also take that because I am right next to him?
Yes. It would be in a 5-foot wave.
Yeah, so it's me and Tony. I'm just sitting
So,
right next to Tony.
Corin, yeah, Hadrada as well.
I should know I am smaller than I am here.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you're continuing to try to do this?
I heal him before he goes for the next big push. I'll do a level 2 because that's also what I have left. I've only got level 1s after this one.
I should over. Hey guys, you remember the Eye of Acid, right?
This is more fun.
I continue crushing.
You guys are idiots.
12. Didn't even get all of it back, but you got some.
Okay. So roll.
I'm gonna take 5 feet back.
Roll another strength. Okay. So as you do, the cracks begin to heal over, and it pulses out again, and you take another 4d6.
Just fucking hit it, man.
10 damage total.
Take it in both hands. and I like orb in one hand, fist in the other, and I like punch into the orb.
Talia yells over. I don't think that's gonna work.
Hydrota
As I
yells
do it,
to
I yell,
Aydirath,
"It's gonna work!"
uh,
No, it's not.
as Aydirath, or as Tony does this, I yell to Aydirath, could the heat of a dwarven forge destroy it?
And as you say that, Aydirath looks over at where Tony is and walks over and picks it up and says, "That's the trick. It's the only way to get rid of it. You can't force it. You can't punch it. You can't shatter it. Look at it." And he holds it up, and it's completely perfect. Once again, not a blemish on the surface.
Hearing this, Tony's like, "But I cracked it."
And he says, "Were you to keep going, you were probably going
It
to end
would've
up
killed
killing
you."
yourself. The more force you add to it, the harsher it responds." And he like looks up again, and you see the mist, like since doing this, has begun to drop over the vicinity. From when it was 60 feet up, it's now dropped down to 45, like 40 to 45 feet. It's dropped a good like 20 feet since before
no.
you started banging on it.
Let's not bang on it anymore.
And I ask, well, how are we going to get the dwarven forge in Wintervale?
What's up with you and forges, man?
And Aydirath says, "It doesn't necessarily have to be dwarven."
Yes, but those are the best.
And he says, "Well,
Talia gives him
that could
a
be debated.
stare.
Some would say the Smiths and the Feywild are far superior."
Oh, well, that was a given. We are mere
Tony
mortals.
stood
that
behind a
was a
Aydirath like,
given.
"Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
You just got told."
When dwarves can make something as finely crafted as I, then we can take this to a dwarven forge.
And I say, okay, watch me take 2 levels in artificer. No, just kidding.
Oh, what, you think
make a
one of those
boss.
puppets? Well, those puppets is as fine as me, share low standards much.
I don't actually say that, like, that was out of character.
Good.
And as Aydirath tells you all of this and says, "I believe the forges in the Feywild are far superior," he looks at Moss and says,
Wait, yeah, Moss steps forward. You can take us there. Now.
and he says, "I am unable to take you, for I didn't transport myself there when I went. I can tell you how I got there, but the price may be too steep for you."
Oh, I would gladly kill myself. No,
You severely
Hydrota!
underestimate
Yes, and I will
the party.
gladly kill Hydrota to get there as well. Now, please tell me, how do I get there? I'm joking, Hydrota. Mostly.
And he says, "There's a creature in the swamps. Now that your good friend the Baron has been eliminated, you should have no trouble getting to it. But I warn you, she is shrewd. She's known to twist people's wants and desires in horrible fashion. If you go, take care when you barter with her."
Go back to Blackfield.
Have I heard of her before?
Roll a history check.
Where the fuck is history? There.
I can't remember if you told us about this person in last session or out of session.
11.
This creature,
No.
does she have a name?
And he says, "She goes by many. The Dark Princess, the Coven Leader. When I went to her, I simply knew her as Lore."
Or
That was
Does the name ring a bell for me?
you give me a quick spell of that for me?
Lorr.
Yeah.
Hyphen E-I.
Oh. Yeah, Lore. Oh.
Lore.
Oh.
Can
Got a
I roll a
hyphen in
history
there.
check to see if maybe that rings a bell for me? Since I'm a lore bard?
Sure.
Tony's still amazed that he cracked the thing that's unbreakable.
Okay, fuck me then. Right, okay. Totally, I was also stupid.
And
Hmm,
Aydirath says,
Hmm.
I'm not surprised that none of you know of this creature. She hides deep in the swamps away from people. None venture to her unless they're extremely desperate.
Why were you there?
He's desperate to get there, wasn't he?
Yeah, but why?
That's a really personal question, Daggett.
And he
I'm
says,
curious.
a story for another time, I feel.
Apologies, Addy. Jesus Christ, Daggett. Whoever that is.
Let's just say something extremely precious to me was lost. And we'll leave it at that.
But is this the only way you know of to get to the Feywild? This dark princess. Or witch, so it seems.
And he says, unless you're capable of interplanar travel, then I'm afraid so, yes.
Tony gets
do
a
have-
bitter look across his helmet.
I do have a bit of skills, but unlike that. None that I know of, at least.
The navigation alone is more taxing than most beings can handle.
But, so, of how much import is this? So, is it we need to destroy this in order to dispel this blackness? What happens if we leave it? How long can we leave it? Is there a time limit on this?
Then the blackness will forever hang above.
But it won't spread.
We can't leave it hanging here.
It
Well,
won't. It won't
yeah.
spread, but it won't disperse either. Forever looming above you.
Well, not me. I'd stay back at the house in Vudar.
And who
I
knows?
assume-
And who knows what would happen if some other dark force got their hands on this?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's a token of
Yeah.
immeasurable power, as you can see.
Moss is like scratching the moss on top of his head. Yeah, it's true.
I know some people who would like this.
And until it's destroyed, those who have been affected by its cursed power will never be the same.
Well,
So what are the steps?
find the witch in the swamp. Ask her for help. Hope
To
she doesn't fuck us over.
destroy the orb, I mean.
Oh, take it to the forge in the Feywild. Oh wait, forge, Addy. What do you know of this world forge? Have you heard of this?
And he says, yes. This is a very ancient place.
Yeah, older than me, I think, and that's pretty rare.
Some say it is the center of our known world, where all of our lands and continents were first created and were dispersed from.
Sorry, I'm writing a lot of lore down. So,
No, you're good.
I think, so, yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm as desperate to get back to the Feywild as anyone, trust that. But, I don't know about you all, I've got some more things I need to do here before I start jumping to other planes. What do you think, Al? Do you think this World Forge, maybe not as good, but maybe that'll be hot enough?
There's only one way to find out, I'm afraid. I've never tried myself.
That's fair, that's fair.
You could always go and try. The worst that could happen is it doesn't work. Well,
Yeah, then that's time lost.
we know very little about this artifact, so for all we know, that may not be the worst that could happen.
Well, so, like, if we move this ball, does the fucking smoke follow it then? Or is it always there and then we can take the ball anyway? Hold on, and he's gotta like take the ball. It's like, wait, Tony, can I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, take it and take the ball. And he's just gonna like real quick, just like fuck off like 100 feet that way. Does the smoke move at all?
You look up and the smoke slowly begins to follow you.
See, now that is a problem.
Staying the same height, not getting any lower, but nonetheless, where you go, it seems to be slowly starting to shift over that way.
All right, hold on. He's gonna take the ball and slip it into his bag of holding. Now, ball is in a different plane of existence. Does anything happen to the smoke?
No, the mist is still just where it was.
All right, I fuck off and run another 100 feet in another direction. Just keep following.
Yes.
Fuck. All right, guys. What are we doing with this then?
I imagine burning it somewhere.
Well, everywhere we go, we're gonna have a big beacon following us.
So we're gonna have to be quick.
Also got a bit of people on our tail. It's Talia. You all right?
I'll be fine. I'm not sure if she's close or not.
It's been a little bit.
She said she could see me. But
And you didn't tell us that.
Well, this is a
until now.
because I
development.
didn't see her around. Maybe it's a magic
yeah, but
thing.
she said she saw you.
She's an assassin. Of course you can't see her around.
What, do you think people see Durgit when they don't want to?
Fair.
Some do. Sometimes it's rare, but sometimes.
Fair. But
I thought I might die. I didn't.
yeah, we all
No.
did. Any information could
know.
help. Whatever, it's fine. Whatever, it's in the past.
Is it
It's fine.
though? Okay.
Hey, Duke. No, it's fine. Duke,
Yes, yes.
I think I need a drink. How about you?
I second that. Yes. Men? Looks at the men and you see them all like nod very quickly. Like, yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Addie, care to join us?
And Aydirath says, unfortunately, I have my own business to attend to. But I thank you for proving to me that people can still be good.
We thank you for your help. I don't think we could have done this without.
Oh no,
Your
we would have been
assistance.
fucked.
Good isn't wholly lost on this
Appreciate
world,
it.
and it's people like you that keep it going.
I'll sing
Well,
many. I'll write and sing many great songs of you. I promise.
And he says, thank you. All of you will stay fondly in my memory.
And, hey, Addie, just in case, if I do find a way, other than this witch, to get to and from, you ever need a ride back to the Feywild? I'm definitely going back when I can. I know about this shady witch character, but I definitely would love to see Hearsome again. I don't know about you.
And he says, perhaps one day. But I don't feel I have anything I'm willing to bargain with these days.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Yeah, maybe we can both get back home.
Hardrada is going to attempt to sneak behind this rock.
Why?
Why?
Roll a stealth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll
alright.
roll
That's-
stealth
did.
first off.
That's why I
Yeah,
was saying
I
that's
hope
stealth.
you roll well.
The entire party turns.
Where the hell
Tony
is
with
the
his
stealth
passive
What the
10.
fuck you doing?
go? Okay, 13.
And so Moss and Talia both see it.
Yeah.
I think Durgit sees it.
Nope. Wait, hold on.
You have a 13, right?
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. I am just infatuated by this dragon.
Yeah, he does see you. And he still is in his human form as well. He did like all of the crystals or the ball stuff.
He's a dragon to me.
Yeah. But currently he is in his human form, and you see him like kind of turn his head slightly and sees Hardrada like sneaking around and says, Still up to your old ways, huh, Shadow?
I say, no, no, no. I am. And then he runs behind the rock and sits down.
I imagine he's doing the
What?
cartoon tiptoe sneak.
What are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah. No, like that's exactly what he's like. He's like just like very cartoonish in his actions, and
And Aydirath looks around at all of you and says, I think on the journey home I'll stay as a human and enjoy the scenery a bit. And you see him like summon a pale white horse in front of him and says, until we meet again, my friends.
Hey,
is the horse's name Shadowfax?
Wait, Aydirath,
No, it's
wait,
named
hold on.
Deathbringer the Fourth.
Deathbringer the Fourth, yes!
What did you say,
Hey,
Dragon?
Aydirath, before you go, two things. One, that direction back, there is like a shady small town. Don't go there, the people are weird. They're like, they have like weird fish mutation, and also like a giant fucking fish creature came out of the water.
like a whole town of evil people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't. You might want to avoid that. Second, you don't have a spare like scale lying around somewhere during the battle, because I kind of need that for some magic recipe thing.
And
Well, I mean, there's a whole other dread dragon right there, Daggett.
And he says, yes, I think I can accommodate that. And you see him reach into like his side satchel and pull out a very large, like to you it would be the size of like a seashell. And like
Oh.
one of the like large like scallop seashells, you know? It'd be like the
Is it one
size
of
of that. to
his
you.
or one of Nyaxa's?
It's one of his.
Oh, fuck.
It's like it's a gold and bronze color, and like the very like outer tips of it are that same like neon like fluorescent green color. And there's like veins of it going through like the gold or through the bronze part. And he says, use it well. Not everyone's privileged enough to be bestowed one of these. It's a
Thank you.
sign of honor and trust.
Thank you very much. So yeah, stay safe on your way home.
Yeah.
I feel silly saying that.
And he says, "I'll be sure to give it a wide berth. I feel I'd like to enjoy the peace a bit."
If we need to find you, just going back to that cave we found you in, yeah?
It is my home.
Just making sure. Hey, used to travel with a bunch of us, Lo. I didn't know you were just holding up in a cave. I figured you'd at least be watching some theater or something. You loved that when you were younger. There's no theater in the mountains.
Even though I can take the form of a human, I still can't deny my true nature, which
You know what?
is a dragon.
And you have certainly grown into it, my friend.
And he says, "But I'll be sure to give that town you speak of a wide berth." And pulls out a very long-stemmed pipe and kind of packs it a little bit and begins to puff on it as he rides off back towards home.
Until then,
Long cloud of white smoke kind of following him, and one of the rings kind of turns into a small dragon and does like a loop-de-loop and dissipates.
Tony's jaw would be on the floor if it wasn't attached properly.
Talia's scribbling all of this down. It's like, oh, I must write a good song about this.
Monster's
And-
just kind of like nodding.
And the Duke turns and looks at all of you and says, "To home?"
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come on.
To
I
drink.
can go and pick up Stas!
I
Oh
still
my
need to.
goodness.
I still need to do something here. Hold on a second.
So do I.
Yeah, hold on. Actually, let's get a bit of a horde, yeah? Like rubbing his hands together.
I'd like to go to the dead dragon and steal a horn.
That was my plan.
Hey, hold
Nice.
on,
We're gonna be
hold
horn
on.
buds. We're gonna steal
This
horns.
is literally my entire thing. Step back.
This is
Whoa,
this is
whoa,
my
wait,
entire thing.
Hey,
I'm the
hey,
collector.
I woke up now, bitch. I'm here too now.
I
What's
just
up?
stand between the two of you flexing. Like, if anyone's ripping horns off of skulls.
If you rip it, it will not properly be preserved. You need to make use of this. Here, take it. Show him how it's done. He pulls out a knife that you have never seen before, but he does have a carving knife, and hands it to you.
Fair.
Like,
Okay.
to be true, your hands are probably more steady, but I do know where to cut. Here, let me show you. And then he's going to give you advantage. And then also guidance.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
'Cause I
Okay,
can
so
spam that forever. D4 and advantage.
Okay, so I start cutting the horns, I guess.
Horn,
What do I have
scales, and teeth. That's what we're going for.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll a strength to try to get the horns.
I get advantage, right?
Yep,
Yes.
and a D4. I can just spam it out, so you can keep getting it. 23.
23.
Okay. Yeah, so you are able to rip off the horns, and it's not like a super clean break. There is some like splintering on the edges, but yeah, you do get, you know, a good like 3/4 of them off.
You'll buff out.
I shall take this. Is the horn... How wide is the horn at its widest part?
At its widest part, probably like a good like foot, like 12 inches.
Okay, no, so as long as it is not over, I believe it's 5. I don't remember how big the bag folding is. But I know it's bigger than a foot.
Yeah, the thickest part, it's like probably like a solid like foot at the base of
Yes.
it.
So I will take that 3/4 of a ancient black dragon horn, stow it away.
Do we have both horns?
Yes.
I'm gonna take the other one.
Okay.
Where are you going to
I
keep
want
it?
for the room.
Yeah, I have a haversack. Middle part is big enough.
There you go. Do we just mark it as a whole horn, even though it's 3/4?
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
brick.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just make sure. Ancient black dragon horn.
Get the skull. That'll look good mounted on a chair.
The head will be a bit harder to carry. That's on you.
I mean, I'd
Can't
turn
really fit
around
that in the
and
bag.
show the amount of disgusting things strapped to Tony's back and say a lot is already on me.
Fair.
That's true. So are you going for the entire skull?
I mean, I'd quite like to.
Advantage and D4 to whoever's doing it. Whatever roll it is. Survival or strength, whatever the fuck.
And getting
Cough,
like
dragon head.
and getting a good look at Nyaxa's face up close, you can see that she looked very diseased and sickly in life. The skin around like where her teeth are has begun to kind of rot away and is stretched thin, almost like a mummy's. And it's kind of like that over her whole head. Her skin is stretched very thin and very preserved looking, and makes like a perfect shape of the actual skull instead of looking like a full head. And yeah, it's very unnerving, even in death.
I fillet the skull.
Ugly bitch.
So yeah, roll strength.
Advantage and
So I can say
D4.
that.
14.
Plus
Hold on.
D4.
Yeah, plus D4. 7. So 17.
17.
Okay. So yeah, you get most of the way through the back vertebrae where the skull attaches to the spine, but not completely all the way through.
In that case, I will hold up the skull and be like, "Is the one cut this, please?"
I don't have anything sharp.
I have several
You
sharp
hold it
things.
then.
What a longsword do?
Yeah, so go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage, because
Give it a slice.
there you go.
Nice.
Sure, you're just like
Dangerous damage.
samurai draws
So, yeah,
a long sword.
So yeah, clean through, you finish it off, and the head comes loose.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
it is just like Tony is just awkwardly kind of like half bear hugging it to, you know, hold on to it.
That is unwieldy.
And like
Can I put my arms through the eye holes and wear it like a backpack?
The
Oh my
eyes,
God.
the eyes are still in the skull and open and staring directly at you.
In that case,
Oh my god.
Do you
I
guys
would
want me
I would
take
like to
care of that?
remove the skin from the skull.
Okay, roll a survival.
I would like to
let
hold
me-
the skull
let
while
me,
someone else does that, as Tony
uh,
realizes he is not very good at that.
There's one. Durgit, you give me a hand with this one.
Sure, I can do that. I'm not good at.
Give me advantage,
Yeah.
and I will give
How?
myself guidance.
How?
Yeah, how do you help?
Using the help action.
Durgit, describe how you
I
I'm
know,
holding the skull,
but-
so
I'm
They're like-
holding everything like the skin all place so it doesn't like slip away or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
They like point out how
He
to
told
cut blood.
me to help.
assisting with my cutting action, so like holding the skin while I make the cuts.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and roll survival.
An 18 plus a d4. As is a 22.
Okay. Yeah. So you fillet the skin from the skull.
And
It's
as
still
the skin peels back,
kinda-
little moss.
It's still kind of wet and sticky, and not like a completely clean bleached skull, but it is skinless.
that's
At the
fine.
very least, to
most
get
part.
the goopy bits off, I'll like grow a bit of moss on my hand and like just wipe away the more
will-
gory bits.
I
until
will
we can
open
clean
my
the skull
flask
later.
of infinite water and hose it down
Okay.
with a hefty
give it a good-
spray.
A good clean before we can get it properly
Yeah.
taken care of.
Great.
It's
Okay.
like, you know what? This actually is pretty fun. I thought this would be gross. Actually enjoying myself right now.
See?
It's kind of weird to think that this is kind of what Addy looks like under there.
Yeah, but
You
more
guys see
handsome.
now why I collect bones and shit like that.
Well,
It's
yeah,
a dragon
these
skull,
bones, not
okay?
Fucking people.
They were already dead.
Yeah, that's kind of weirder.
Well,
bit.
Spaz needs to eat something.
Spaz doesn't eat bones, he chews
Yeah,
on bones.
he's
But the
from
moment
the
you say
Feywild.
eat, Tony's face staring across the corpse of a dragon.
Oh god, no.
Just-
Oh god, no. Oh god, no. Oh god, no. I think that
Just-
might be a little bit uncomfortable for Moss. She glances over to Moss.
I would actually love to taste dragon.
Ah, fuck
Same.
all.
What a feast!
Feasts
Oh
are
god.
a big
oh
deal.
god.
Hey, Duke, you think we could hold this back? And like lifts up the stump of the neck.
And says, "Sure, yeah. I think the men would quite enjoy that."
Dragon meat.
Well,
Oh,
and I
that's cool.
place the hat on my head. Fantastic.
Oh god.
Hold on. Dips. I'm dips on the claws. I want the claws. I want the claws and I want them now.
You can have the claws.
Okay. Roll strength to pull the claws.
Advantage and D4.
So 16, 17.
17.
Okay, so yeah, you get 4 of the claws.
Nice.
You
Okay.
managed to get, yeah.
I'll go ahead and grab some teeth then.
Okay. Roll strength.
Good way to cook it and just
gonna
take your
pull
pick of the
out-
leftover bits.
I'm gonna point to Tony and say, "Get me those teeth." And
I'ma
slap
get
him
him
on the
those
shoulder and
teeth.
Give him some guidance and advantage.
And I'ma
You
try again.
Okay. So yeah, you managed to pull 2 of the larger canine teeth.
Too large.
I hand them
Do
over.
I need to label that they are black dragon, or is dragon tooth good enough?
Dragon tooth is good enough.
Dragon canine.
I mean, if you want to like kind of brag about what kind of dragon it's from, like
Fair,
that's fine.
yeah.
But yeah,
Too
just
large
just
black dragon.
just a dragon tooth.
Too large black.
I'm
dragon.
thinking too much about like anatomy of fantasy creatures. Considering black dragons breathe acid, that technically means that the
Magic teeth.
that the teeth are acid proof, like completely. So technically, it's important unless like all the dragon teeth are all element proof.
Magic enamel.
Magic enamel. Dragon dentists.
Wish I had that shit. That's the hardest
Right?
job on the planet right there. You have to kill dragons just to clean the other one's teeth. Shit's
God.
ridiculous.
But yeah, so you're trying to get like a chunk of the dragon to take back to cook.
Well, I would like the men in general at some point before dinner to help haul it back.
Oh, so the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the
Got it.
goal. If they can't make it happen, whatever. But that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's fine if that's what you want to do. I just didn't know if you were
Nice.
just taking a chunk.
It would be a
or-
feast for all.
Okay.
I have a really good idea.
Oh god. Yeah.
Leather armor made out of dragon skin.
Yeah, that's the thing. Dragon scale armor.
That is the thing.
Fantastic.
I want that. Hold on, what
Yeah.
kind of armor is that?
It'd be acid resistance, right? Because he breathes acid and shit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Well, we shall have the skin removed post haste.
But first, we
Duke.
feast.
Have your strongest and finest men come and aid me in carrying this back, yes?
Okay. And the Duke says, yes, of course, and looks at the men that he brought with him and like kind of gives like a, well, go ahead kind of motion.
I
thank
love the
you.
Duke. I fucking love. Come on.
I toss each man the end of a rope because I have a. Do I actually? No, I think I've run out of rope. Actually, never mind.
I've got plenty.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and they take the ends, and as they like get up closer to it to begin hauling it, you just see one of them like kind of wave like, oh god, it stinks.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking dead dragon.
It needs to be treated. Grow up. You are a soldier, not baby.
Tony, why are you talking like that?
I
Because
do
the
not
hat-
know.
I am
Yeah,
very.
Tal-
I'm scared.
Talia.
This
Talia
happens
turns
when I
to-
put the hat on.
Yeah, Talia turns to Moss and says it's like a side effect of the hat. Whenever he puts on the hat of good cooking, he has like a weird accent.
It is odd. I do not know where it is from.
Yes, okay then, and just marches off back to the castle.
Okay. Yeah, and the Duke mounts up on his horse and begins riding back as well. And the men that he left to help with the dragon are, still at it, still hauling the dragon
I
back
help.
to the. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna use a divine sense to give myself advantage on strength so I can help pull it quicker.
Okay. So yeah, I'll say, give me 2 strength checks.
Nice.
No, 3. That's 2 out of 3. How about that? So.
19.
Damn.
Okay. So yeah, you guys managed to haul it back to the castle,
I'm glad you said 3.
and as you do, there's just like a trail of like oily black blood leaking out behind it as you drag it through the white snow.
Look, it is on its own, leaking its disgusting oilies.
Well,
And it
So,
smells
like-
gross. Yeah, it does not smell great. If
Moss is like.
dragon was
at-
a cologne, yeah, it would not be very good.
So Moss leaving first, getting back to the castle, would go all around, like the main dining hall where the feast will take place later, and just like constantly spamming druid craft, growing like iridescent flowers, moss, everything you'd see in like the swamps and wildlands
Okay.
of the Feywild.
And as you make your way like back to the castle, you see just the battlefield around you. There's just so many dead from both sides. There's piles of bones from where the reanimated skeletons were destroyed. There's headless trolls. There's ogres with ballista arrows kind of through them and just peppered with ballista arrows. And yeah,
Ish.
there's a lot of carnage around, and the walls around the city are kind of busted up a little bit, and yeah.
Moss just kind of like
and,
seeing this carnage,
um,
just kind of freeze.
And the
Cough,
dark
cough, cough.
and the dark mist still following you as you go.
Mhm.
Hardrada will follow, but pretty far behind.
Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you?
No, I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'm just following far behind.
You got
Moss,
spooky mist
like-
ball.
Yeah, seeing all of the carnage all around, just kind of stop for a little bit. Just kind of like look across everything. And after a little bit, he just kind of shakes his head, and probably loud enough for Hardrada to hear, just out loud, not trying to hide his voice or anything, just goes, "Fucking material plane." It's like kicks like the bloody snow at his feet. orb's still in his hand. Well, now the orb's probably in the bag of holding after trying to
Yeah.
get all the stuff from the dragon. No, while he's walking.
You never really said you took it out, so I just assumed you just left it.
Yeah. Whatever. It's still in the bag. I do need to add Spooky Glow Ball to my inventory. Spooky Gray Magic Ball. Added. And continue my walk back to the castle.
Hey, still, is this plane really that bad?
As you get through this barren wasteland of corpses, thank you, Ollie. You all make it back to the castle, and despite, the damage it's taken, all in all, it's not that much, and all of it can be pretty much repaired. The big thing will be tending to the dead, and the battlefield itself is kind of more messed up than everything else. And because of the evacuations, none of the townspeople were killed or injured.
Nice.
That's good though.
No fatalities.
I would like to point out that Talia's probably like looking around, seeing if she can, see someone that resembles her girlfriend or not.
X.
I will murder you while you're asleep.
Which one?
While you're standing
roll,
over
like,
all these
perception
cold
for
dead
that?
corpses, I'll be
Oh,
there
yeah.
saying X.
Passive stuff. Mike, do you want me to roll perception on that, or is my passive perception 17 enough for that?
No, roll a perception for
Okay.
me.
Advantage.
20.
Okay, so everyone besides Tony walks in through the front gates, and you see that the city on the inside is for the most part untouched. The gates weren't breached, so no forces were able to get in, so nothing's really looted, sacked, or destroyed.
Look at that, Daggett. Didn't even fucking touch in here.
But it is completely desolate. There's no people, no one, other than the soldiers and all of you. And you walk through and begin heading towards the castle and where the feast is to be held.
Can I spot a tavern along the way?
Uno momento, I will get right to you.
Thank you, sir.
And as you walk through, Talia kind of scans around, just looking, just making sure. And a cloaked figure leaning against a brick wall catches your eye, kind of down one of the side streets, just standing there.
Approach.
And
Follow Talia.
without looking up, the hooded figure just says, "Well, seems you lucked out, didn't you? You know I wouldn't have done it, right?"
He's
And,
dead anyways now, I don't think he can pay you.
And pulls out a medium-sized leather satchel and kind of dumps it into her hand, and it is a pile of ashes, and says, "When I got home, this is what I did to it. I figured as long as I said I was trying and nobody else got their hands on it, you'd come out of it okay. Maybe a bit distrusting of me, but it was a sacrifice I was willing to make."
I told them you wouldn't do it, but they didn't believe me.
But yeah, she said she'd kill us.
I did.
Well, yeah,
Do you
you
wanna
believe
become-
everything she says.
We're going have a feast.
Well, come with then. Having some trouble talking,
us?
Talia.
It's been a
Come
while.
on.
And she looks around and says, "Yes, I think I will. I think you and I should probably talk as it stands anyway."
Yeah.
And she says, "Lead on, I'll follow," and begins, kind of getting ready and grouping in with all of you. He says, hello, hi to all of you and introduces herself.
Moss will like very like just low brow, just like little flower starts blooming out of his leg. And he like plucks, like elbows Talia a little bit. And like, huh? Like raises one eye, like zooms in and out really quick. Zooms in and out, and then like nudges you again, holds out the hand.
She takes the flower and she like she holds it towards her and it's like, come home with me.
Roll persuasion.
I have advantage because I gave her the flower.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like the first thing. Yeah, fuck yeah. Come on. 27.
And she says, okay. And leans in and kisses you.
And she kisses her back. Ex-girlfriend, fuck you.
Not anymore. Hey!
The entire hall stands.
Oh, that's perfect.
Crowds of people.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
All right, can we go eat now? All right, can we
Yeah,
go eat now?
Let's go.
Y'all done macking on each other then?
And she says, I'm famished. Let's go.
Clearly. Moss turns.
Hey Talia.
Yeah.
So if both of you guys are going home soon, will you stick around with us? I mean, it's fine if you don't. Like, I can understand it. We can visit.
No, I'm.
Oh,
I
home's in
think we
Voodoo,
still-
dummy. Come on.
Yeah. And come on with me was the first thing that I said to her when we met.
Okay. Still, if you like want to go sometime soon, then it's fine. Just
I think we still have things to do. I'm gonna let the world end, and I'm not there.
no, don't worry. The world
Yourself.
won't end either way.
Or save the world from ending, and I'm not there. We kind of.
And
Bobby, I don't know about the world. It's just some fucking weird smoke.
Hey.
I mean, we just
know what I
stopped the
mean.
world from ending. That just happened. We did that.
Yeah, but like, I think we have to do it a bunch of more times.
Well, probably, but we don't know
Oh,
that.
yeah.
We're characters in a story.
I imagine he's saying that kind of proverbially, but it's like he
is
doesn't know
definitely
it's true.
referring to the theater of the world that he exists in.
Yeah.
Looks at the camera.
Jim the office.
Winks.
Duh.
We as
Walking.
characters know that we quite literally have to do this at least 12 times over.
No, what
Yeah.
part did I say that I am a performer, and this, and he throws his arms out as he like enters the grand hall, is my theater.
And Ezia says, he's certainly theatrical, isn't he?
Worse than me, eh?
Words that have never been said about Moss before.
And
Yeah.
as you walk in, the Duke is in there and says, the heroes of the hour. You helped us, you saved us, and you asked nothing in return.
Well, maybe a drink.
Yeah. Drink on the house.
And he says, I believe that we can oblige. And a
Thank you
bunch
very
of
much.
like serving maidens come out with platters of different alcohols and pitchers and cups and begin dispersing like alcohol and they're just getting the festivities going.
Indeed.
Speaking of, how far away am I?
Let's see. Roll another strength for me.
Another strength indeed. Where'd my character sheet go? Come back, character sheet. There we go. I have advantage on this one. Because I
Okay.
use Divine Sense.
I imagine at this point, you guys have the head of it like through the main gate.
Nice.
and
I
it kind of
kick open the door.
It kind of like
and say,
gets,
dinner is served.
and it kind of like gets caught like at the shoulders. The shoulders are a little too wide to get through the door, so you keep trying to pull it, but it's like banging the shoulders like
No,
with each
you gotta
pull.
turn it. You gotta turn it.
I was just going to cut its limbs off. And
45
pull it in.
degrees. It's like a couch.
For-
It's like a
Oh,
couch.
hold on. 45 degrees.
No, you're right. You're right. Just cut it up out there. Just fucking. Listen, I gotta sit down for an hour. I got a thing.
I just keep
And,
imagining Tony in like the power stance with like his big like iron boots dug into the snow, like.
I am imagining Gordon Ramsay, but like in the tundra. That's what I'm imagining.
You fucking donkeys.
Move it in.
But Moss is going to, for the very beginning of the festivities, walk right over to the corner, sit down, and turn off. Because he is very hurt, and he's just gonna, for the first hour, sit and rest.
Okay. Yeah, I would say too, like at this point, everyone's still a little exhausted, enjoying their drinks. People are like, you know, kind of getting hyped up to celebrate, but also just exhausted beyond belief. So it's like a mixture of excitement and just exhaustion floating throughout the room.
Can I call over a guardsman? Or not a guardsman. Someone who works here but isn't a guard, is kind of like here for the planning of the festivity.
Sure, yeah.
You know, like a hand,
Mhm.
and ask, could you send in a skilled butcher or two to bring through the meat into the kitchen? I would like to get myself aware of your fine cutlery.
And she says, sure. Roll perception. Or, sorry, persuasion. Roll persuasion.
16.
Okay. And she says, yeah, right away, sir. And heads
Thank
off.
you very much.
And heads like off towards the town proper to gather up, you know, the butcher and anyone else who might be able to help.
Fantastic. I saunter into that kitchen then.
Okay. And this is the royal kitchen we're talking about. So it is very, very large. I mean, that's not. I don't want to say it's cutting edge, but everything in here is at an industrial size.
Medieval top of the line, baby.
I should hope
Yeah.
something in here is cutting edge. It is a fucking kitchen.
The grill is like industrial size, so you can fit, you know, multiple hunks of meat.
Peak.
Yeah.
Is there a chef's uniform in here?
You mean an
Roll
apron?
investigation.
No, I mean a chef's uniform.
What do you mean a chef's what?
I mean a uniform that a chef would wear that isn't an apron.
Yeah.
Their locker that says chef on it.
A 5.
You don't see
He gets
one.
the one that like.
I will be
gets an
doing
apron
this
That says,
in my own chef's uniform then.
he
Clank,
gets like
clank.
an apron that says "Kiss the Chef."
At least you won't catch yourself when you're shopping
For
stuff.
the first time in a long time, helmet off. Hat on.
Woo. Oh boy, it's like you know how you've had a long day walking and you pull your shoes off, and it's
Yeah.
they're like kind of sweaty, and it's like oh boy, what is that?
You see Tony's gorgeous L'Oreal locks flowing in the wind as he does.
What is Tony's hair color?
I keep changing it, but I'll go with blonde.
Oh.
Oh dang, Thor style,
Yeah. Like dirty Viking blonde though.
Thor locks.
Yeah.
Nice.
I get some pans ready to get cook.
I imagine
Oh,
you
yeah.
have like the man bun going on right now that you're
Yeah.
cooking.
Tied up. I would like to gather the chefs in the kitchen.
I feel so attacked right now, Mike. I hope you know that.
Yeah, and there are two humans that are there. They are the royal cooks.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So you people are the royal cooks, yes?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Fantastic.
Our,
We are cooking quite a feast today, I suppose.
Our facilities are At your disposal, of course.
Have you heard about the fantastic meats we are bringing in? I'm
yes,
sure this
dragon we heard, yes?
this will be quite unlike anything we've ever prepared, I suppose.
That is a true delicacy.
Amazing. I'm glad to know that I have such skilled chefs at my side.
I have never had it personally, but...
Well, tonight you can treat yourself.
And the other one says, oh, I've had it. It can be good when it's cooked right.
Well, then we shall cook it right.
And he says, what do you need us to do?
Well, first of all, we need to get the meat in.
And by this time, the butchers from town have begun to arrive.
Fantastic.
And, they all have like rolled up, almost like a leather knife bag, almost that rolls up, and you see that they're like pulling out their knives and sharpening them, and kind of looking at the dragon like, oh yeah, this is no one gets to say they get to do this too often, huh? And the other one looks and says, I don't even know where to start.
Whilst the butchers are attempting to butcher, can I ask to see the spice rack of the kitchen?
Yes. They open a door and inside is a literal spice closet.
It's like a walk-in wardrobe of spices.
Yeah. There's large mason jars that have dried herbs in it, powders of different types, fresh peppers, and different or not fresh, but fresh dried, so it's like dehydrated,
Nice.
and other dehydrated kind of aromatic spices, cinnamons and anises and what have you.
I tell the chefs, the sides, the amenities, the flavorings of the table, they should go forward as planned. We cannot just serve dragon. There may be vegetarians. And I look a little bit spiteful.
And they say, oh, yes, we've planned for quite a feast. And they take you over to another door, which opens and it goes down. And it seems like maybe a root cellar. And they go down, and one comes out with a crate of fresh carrots. And another one comes out with like a crate of potatoes and celery and different fresh produce from down there.
Dude, you're making me fucking starving right now. Oh my god.
These should be prepared as planned. In the meantime, whilst the butchers are bringing in the meat, I would like to experiment with some spices to find the perfect dragon blend.
And they say, yes, chef.
Yes. God damn it. You fuck.
Tony feels a new kind of power.
Tony is full mast.
I mean, he's got the hat on. He's talking in like the accent. He's like calling all the shots. He brought in the dragon.
There's a rat on his head. It's crazy.
Like at this point, they're like, "We're royal chefs. Teach us, please."
I'm gonna just do some spice-based experimenting.
I think Tony's dream
Hey, if
just
you need
came
to get some spices stolen, call me.
Can I throw out the spice cupboard? Try and mix some spices to recreate the crack spice blend that makes everything taste fucking phenomenal.
You can try, sure.
Nice. I will spend some time doing that.
Okay. So let's see.
There's not really a trial and error roll.
No, I would say since you're mixing food stuff, roll survival.
Survival, I have a 0 in.
But you know someone that's good at it.
You know, two people that are
Opening a pot, I choke on the pepper for a moment.
Or hold on. No, not survival.
Medicine?
No. How about wisdom?
I do not survive the pepper.
How about wisdom to try to recall what everything tasted like and to try to like match those flavors?
I own some of it still. I kept some for this exact potential
okay,
moment.
So then wisdom at advantage. How about that?
Fantastic.
deal.
Because I would say having it there to actually reference taste-wise.
This is still an issue.
Ouch. So
Ouch indeed.
what you put together is way off. It's not quite tasting like that, and overall it's not quite tasting too good.
I would
at
like to
all.
call the palate of a professional chef over for a moment and ask them to try the crack spice. And to help me discern some of the flavors that might be in it.
Okay. So, yeah, one of them comes over and says, "Yes, chef."
Could you take a taste of this? And I hold it like a little bit on my finger.
Right away, chef. Yes. And he tastes it.
Oh,
And he says, I don't know if I've ever tasted anything like this in my life. It's fucking
It's
delicious.
it's quite extraordinary, isn't it? I'm trying to recreate the blend, but it is proving quite difficult.
And he says, I can imagine. Yeah. It's,
Sorry, I'm muting. That was really good, Mike. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm still going. I'm still going.
And he's like licking his fingers and his lips, and you see him kind of like rub his fingers across the front of his teeth, like, can I get some more of that?
We are in very small supply. However, I am seeing if we could make something similar with the ingredients we have in the store cupboard.
And he says, okay. And you can see he looks like a little disheveled and like kind of itches his neck a little bit, like, well, hopefully we can get that done pretty soon.
Could you, perhaps, identify some of the ingredients?
And he says,
It is a very unique blend.
I know for sure I tasted paprika.
Well, that will be a start.
I know that flavor anywhere.
I pull down the paprika jar, give it a taste, and try and find out what's missing.
The dust itself.
I pull down the jar of paprika, taste the paprika just to get the taste of paprika in my mouth, and compare it to the taste of the dust I just tasted.
Yeah, you can taste a bit of paprika in it. Yeah, it's not
What else is
overly.
there?
It's not overly strong, but yeah, it's there.
I'm trying to figure out what else is there, though.
Do another wisdom for me.
So before, damn it, I was gonna say I would like to argue that cooking is a performance.
True, but this is
an art.
trying to discern flavors,
This is
though.
cooking-based alchemy.
Damn
Yeah.
it, so close.
Medicine?
I tried that earlier. He said no.
I swear to God.
But yeah, you don't really get anything more specific from it.
Only you knew some people who are really wise.
You're turned off, aren't you?
Oh.
Okay, then I will bust open the door
Whoa.
and say, I require my robot.
Our robot is turned off.
Has it been an hour since he started cooking? Or since I got there and he was outside? Because he wasn't inside when I started my rest.
No, I would say it's only probably been like a half hour,
Alright, I'll
Bastard.
cancel it anyway.
roughly.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Stand up. Halfway done with my short rest. Don't care. More good food's more important than a cool show. Alright, 1 second. Get back to that. Starts like jogging in. It's like, hold on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's macking on. Oh, alright. Running away.
Do you have a palate, Moss? Like, do you taste? I know
Yes.
you can eat and drink, but do you actually like taste though?
Moss, original Moss, probably didn't understand the concept of it, but Syl, having traversed the Feywild, has eaten some of the most delicious, top, like, craziest food you can eat from magical fruits and everything. And
Yeah.
I just think it'd be depressing to not be able to taste.
Yeah. No, that's
if you had
cool.
access to all that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just leaving it up to your call if you thought
Absolutely.
like you know.
I
Cool.
think now, especially now that he has woken up, there's actually for the first
You have an
time.
appreciation.
For the first time, Moss walks into the kitchen, looks around, and says, "Oh, it smells wonderful in here. takes a step forward, like puts his head over a pot of something that's bubbling away, and like steam just gets all across the entire faceplate. He looks up, and it's like, you know, when the it slowly clears away, and there's that little bit of condensation left. He's just like, oh, there's something going on in here.
Moss, could you come here, please?
Absolutely, sir.
I sprinkle a small pinch of the spice into his hand and say, "Give that a try, could you?"
I'll take that up to the port underneath his faceplate, so he like slightly lifts, and then you hear as it like inhales in.
Nice.
The base seems to be paprika, but we are trying to identify the ingredients.
So to figure out the base, I know you went away from survival, but I would like to argue, as someone that can grow ingredients, I could take it from the aspect of the core, like where it originates from, and be more planty with it rather than more chefy with it. With that,
So, like,
could I roll a survival?
Sure.
Yes.
From an herbology standpoint.
24 with guidance.
Nice. Okay.
27.
Okay. So within this mixture, you definitely taste the paprika.
Yes, of course. There's obviously pepper.
You also taste pepper, but also lemon.
Pepper and lemon. Maybe a lemon pepper. Strange. Never heard of that before.
And something quite sweet, resembling sugar or brown sugar.
A sugar of some kind. Not quite sure, if I'm honest.
I'm scouring the cupboards for these ingredients. I will go one by one if I have to.
There's a soft tinking as Moss like taps his faceplate. So, what else? What else? There's something else in there.
And it tastes like there's also maybe sage, oregano.
I'm not sure, but maybe sage and oregano?
Oregano it is then.
Do not say it like that. I will hit you.
Then I will hit you back, and I flex my arm.
And it will hurt significantly more than I hit you, and that will be very rude.
This is a fair point. I apologize.
Let me finish resting, and then we can have a fair fight.
I will pull off each of these herbs, mix them, and give them a try.
And the taste is very close. You don't get the cocaine sort of effect from it, but the flavor itself is...
The flavors. Okay. So it's like the same thing without the cocaine.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's close to it.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's close to it. But yeah.
Nice.
Non-cocaine.
So now all we need is powdered cocaine.
That effect had to have been magical
Right,
or
nice.
stemmed from something magical you can't identify by taste.
Does this taste like it would go well with a hearty dragon meal?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. I will make up a decent batch of it because we have a lot of dragon to cook.
Okay.
Just adding that I have that
Just-
recipe to my inventory.
Just like a 5-gallon bucket of it, essentially.
Yeah. I'll pre-marinate the cuts of dragon in the new spice.
Okay.
I'm gonna call it diet crack spice.
And
I called it cocaine-free crack.
There we go. Crack-free crack.
It's crack without the crack!
Now, 50% less crack.
Crack, now with 50% less crack.
I continue preparing the dragon with the chefs.
Okay.
And I leave to finish the other half of my rest.
Okay. And yeah, so you're prepping out the meat and getting it going and adding the spices to it. And even with the spice on it, like, this meat stinks.
In that case, we should put it with some very strong smelling other things to make it smell better. Right.
And one of the chefs says, yes, I think that'd probably be wise, as he kind of smells around the air and is like, ugh.
Can I like cut off a small like slice and just like grill it real quick, and then eat it to see if it poisons me?
Sure.
Nice. See if I get any diseases that I wouldn't get.
Okay, so yeah, you pull off a small chunk, and
Oh, actually, before I eat it, I have a teacup that tells me things are poisoned. I'm gonna put it in that.
okay, yeah, the cup doesn't do anything.
Fantastic. I'll eat it, or I'll eat a bit of it. I'll let the guy who's never tried dragon before eat the rest.
It tastes like ammonia.
Ammonia is not a good taste.
It tastes kind of like ammonia mixed with, if you have like wet clothes that have kind of been sitting for a little bit, like that wet, damp, kind of moldy smell.
How would you know what ammonia tastes like?
I don't.
Very
I know.
carefully.
I
know what
imagined it. Okay.
I know.
What's ammonia?
I know what it smells like, and I imagine the
Okay.
taste probably can't be too far off
Smell and taste are
from what it
directly linked.
smells like. So
That is a fact, yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, can I find some cuts that are like well away from the skin where it looks rotted?
Sure. And you do notice that the meat kind of closer on the outside to the skin, compared to the meat like deeper in, is like tarnished brown color, and it kind of goes from that and like fades into more of like a cleaner red looking meat.
I say to the chefs, it seems the butchers have not quite caught this mistake. Yes, we should cut away this disgusting. I like pick up like a bit of the meat and go
Mm-hmm.
before we serve this to the guests. Yes.
And he says, yes, I agree. And you see him
Indeed.
kind of looking at the larger chunk and kind of dragging his finger from like the edge where the skin would be down to kind of where the brown ends. And he says, oof, that's quite a bit we're going to have to trim off, chef.
Well, we are cooking an entire feast as well as this. It shouldn't be of that much issue.
And he says, oh, yes, I agree. I mean, we're not going to serve that to anybody, not even the dogs.
The amount we have left will at least still serve a portion of dragon.
And he says, yes, I'll begin trimming what's being brought in and trying to maybe go tell the butchers to watch out for this and to trim off what they can of it.
Fantastic. And I continue helping the chefs.
Okay. Yeah, and one of the chef like puts down his cleaver and like walks out real quick to go tell the butchers to, you know, keep an eye out for this and tell them like what's going on.
Yes.
So yeah, you guys begin cleaning the meat itself and getting the usable chunks and separating it all away from the parts that have been rendered useless, essentially. And the chunks you get are still sizable and good, and will definitely be enough for the feast. You have a whole dragon to work with.
Fantastic.
Right.
I'll cook those up in the spices then, ready for the feast.
But within the kitchen itself, there is like a large pile of this rancid meat beginning to accumulate. And
Where do you throw rotting, dying meat?
and they say, well, I would say the ocean, but
I don't know how that makes me feel.
I don't really know.
I would prefer we did not just dump it in the ocean. There are things that live here, come on.
Well, things that could feast on it, perhaps.
Yes, feast on it and die as it tastes of ammonia and food poisoning.
And they say, we could incinerate it.
That is fair. Put it somewhere where it won't smell out to the hall for now.
Okay. And they go and get some of the, like, castle servants who come in with large wooden crates and begin putting the
Nice.
rancid meat in the crates.
How many
carrying-
servants are there, can I ask?
I'd say like 6.
I'd like to give them all a gold's worth tip.
Okay. And yeah, as you do, each one looks at you and says, "Thank you, sire." And
For the rough work.
looks at the
Here's a
crate,
bullet crate.
and you can see they're kind of pulling up their robes like over their nose a little bit, and you hear them like, "Oh God, what is this gonna taste like?"
Don't worry, there's a reason this bit is being thrown out.
And yeah, they take the crates of the rancid meat out, and you can tell slowly the kitchen is smelling not quite as strong.
Cool. In that case, the meat shall be cooked, if it is ready to be cooked.
Yeah, I would say you guys get it prepped out. You know, all the new chunks that are coming in, get it cleaned and trimmed, and begin grilling it up.
Fantastic.
The other chef begins taking some of the potatoes and carrots and celery that they had brought up, and taking some of the potatoes and putting them in a very large, like metal dish, and putting it in the large industrial oven, and setting it on like a medium setting and just letting them bake, and begins cutting up the carrots and celery and onions, and makes like a nice bed of roasted vegetables for the dragon meat to sit on.
This is like Tony's dream right now.
And luckily some of like the finer cuts, like the ribs, were able to be salvaged. There was like a little bit on the outside that had to be trimmed off, but besides that, they're
Nice.
basically intact.
Brilliant.
And yeah, you just begin cooking off all of this dragon meat, and you know, as you finish like one round of it, a servant comes in with like a metal platter and just loads it up and walks out, and you know, you start grilling up more, and another one comes with another empty platter, and just, you know, conveyor status.
Fantastic. Business like clockwork.
And yeah,
About how much?
what's that?
How much longer I got to finish that short rest?
Yeah, I would say that you're waking up about now.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So luckily, don't even sleep. He just like, okay, ding, okay, we're ready. Rubs his hands together. Is like, all right, scanning the crowd. Aydirath, come here,
Yes.
come here.
Our daughter walks over.
There
Okay.
we go.
I know you never really have him out much, but you've got one of those little dragon guys, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, here, bring him out. Come on, let me see him.
I cast. I'm guessing this entire time I was taking a short rest as well because I wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah. If the rest of you want to take a short rest while all that was going on, that's
Oh
fine.
god, yeah, please.
I use Find Familiar then and get out a pseudo dragon.
Okay. Yeah, and Hadrada's little pseudo dragon appears.
And what does your dragon look like?
Like birds.
It looks like a tiny it looks like a tiny dragon with like all the normal wings, 4 legs, but with instead of a normal tail, it has a stinger like a scorpion.
And it's
What
like
color?
perched up on his shoulder like a parrot.
What color is the dragon?
Red.
Red. Chromatic or metallic?
Chromatic.
Uh,
If it's red,
no,
it's chromatic.
yeah, chromatic.
Red chromatic. Yeah, true. Duh. No, is there ruby? Is there red equivalent? Oh no, that's brass. Duh. Well, it's whatever fire is. But so I go,
Rose gold.
I think it's brass. Yeah, is the fire. Or gold too, I think. Gold and brass. There's a
Mine
couple that do
cannot
kind of the
bring-
same thing.
yeah.
Mine cannot breathe fire.
Yes. But no, I was just looking for the color of it. It's like, no, that is. Oh, that's cool, especially that weird tail. I don't think mine's gonna have that tail. But it looks down and poof, very just green, smokeless, no cast. He doesn't do anything to make it happen.
Mhm.
And sitting there now is a very small. What was Addy? Was he brass? Was he copper?
He was a. 1 second. bronze. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bronze.
he was a bronze dragon.
Bronze. So a bronze dragon with green inlays and like webbing on the spikes going down its back. Essentially, one very familiar dragon, but much, much younger, and a little bit more fey. Probably a little bit more flowery, probably a little more mossy on him.
Hmm.
Moss
Okay.
scritches under his chin. Like, now we've got two.
Yeah, he was a bronze dragon.
Bronze, beautiful.
Hashtag confirmed.
Yeah, that's so pretty. So, I will need a familiar of a little Addy, or if you have like a less angry one, or I can find one. But
Do you want me to use the one and just shrink it down?
I'm a-okay with that.
Okay.
I am 100% okay with that.
Yeah, here, let me grab him real quick.
I think that is literally the perfect scenario.
I think that's exactly what I wanted and wasn't sure I would get. So yeah,
I mean, yeah.
absolutely.
But yeah, while I look for that, continuing on.
Yes, but so now, little tiny dragon. Now, I'm not sure why. You know how fucking crazy these things are. We never use this.
Yeah,
Yeah, should probably use this more.
we
Do
really
a bit
should.
more, and like pat you on the head. Well, now we can do it a bit more. Well, this is new for me, if I'm honest. Apparently,
I
I've been able
asked-
to do it, but not sure.
I ask Moth or Machina.
Moss is fine. If you want to call me Machina, that's also fine. Whatever you want.
Uh,
I prefer
okay, thank
Syl
you.
or Moss though, if you ask me. But like I said,
Mhm.
up to you completely.
Thank you. And he, Hardrada says, that, says, or asks, what, how did you do that?
It's a new one, if I'm honest. Yesterday I figured I'd need to be a bit more punchy, so I can't do it. Doing this means I can't turn into the weird things as much, but like I said, if I'm honest, I kind of prefer to put that to the side for a bit. So, instead of doing that, I've got this guy hang out with me. It doesn't last as long as yours, only lasts a bit, but he's here.
Mm-hmm.
Figured, just call him Addy.
Addy? Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just going to ask what you wanted to name him. A-D-D-Y, or how do you want to spell it?
A-D-D-Y. Perfect.
Addy, controlled by you. Okay, you should be able to control it now.
So is this another pseudo dragon, or is this a
It
different
is.
type of
No,
familiar?
it is also a pseudo dragon, just of a it's fey
Different variety.
instead of whatever yours is.
Okay.
You should have control over it, Moss.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mike.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Is that still too big, or?
No, that's perfect. I would tell you, he is tiny, but any smaller, I wouldn't be able to see him. So
Yeah, okay. That's fair. But yeah, so Moss has summoned this bronze dragon replica pseudo dragon. Very
So-
reminiscent of Aydirath, but with the typical scorpion stinger tail.
since he's fey, can it actually be like super long and wispy?
Sure.
'Cause
Yeah.
He's got a different
Like heritage,
what are they called?
I guess.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember.
Quote,
There's a
unquote.
weird wording with it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
Is it phenotype or is that wrong?
I'm
But you-
familiar.
But yeah, that's fine though.
Phenotype is a shown thing.
However
Yes.
you would like to flavor it is totally fine.
Characteristic. Yeah, so it's just very long and wispy. It's kind of like you can never really tell where the tail ends, and it's always kind of moving. It's like it's kind of weird to describe. You know Hydras from Destiny? I know Blue will get that one. I'm kind of imagining the tips of that. I'll send you guys a picture after. But very wispy, always moving, and you can never really see the end of it. That's just kind of what I'm imagining.
I thought you were gonna say, you know those balloon men they have outside gas stations?
The wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube, man. No, his tail is not a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube, man.
Mad.
But yeah, so after doing this,
Yeah, so he's going to. Sorry, the whole point of summoning him. Sorry, he's going to take his. All right, Addy, give him a show, and then he's gonna like throw him up, and then Addy being just like a tiny little dragon. I think he's only not even a foot wide total, but this very shimmering, glittering brass. Just of the dragon that they saw fighting the giant black dragon. I assume a lot of people saw that because those two fucking ancient dragons duking it out.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just thought it would be a cool scene to see the image of the dragon that fucking won us that fight.
Even though
around the
like
feast
it was
hall.
kind of far off from town, like people who were up on the walls and like in higher places would definitely have seen that and just probably have been standing there in awe as like the battle was going on around them with like, you know, the invaders and the Rhetoricin, the skeletons, and the Baron's forces.
Moss will like flutter his hands out and say, "Behold, the image of the mighty Aydirath, here with us today, enjoying this feast of our enemies prepared by our fantastic chefs in the back." Let us have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. Yeah. I forgot I had that. Literally said that, forgetting I had that.
This again.
I gave you a golf clap too.
Yeah. Thank you, bud. It makes it real.
So, I say to Moss, wait, I think I have an idea. And can I use minor illusion to make my pseudo dragon look black?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, you.
Because it can do a
fuck.
5 foot by 5 foot.
Now
And,
you're talking, and he like smacks your cheek a
A
little bit.
retelling of the story from the heroes who were there.
I'll be right
You hear a
back.
man
And-
shout from the back.
Oh. Hold up.
And I
Where are we
throw,
going?
my Nyaxa up. You can see, but I was doing air quotes.
I like
If only
the
the-
audible echo.
And then you hear like somebody else like, if only the.
Nyaxa.
And then you hear
And I
somebody
say-
else.
Can I see this?
And
What
you
they're
hear
doing?
somebody else like, if only there was a bard to sing us this epic tale.
Yes, if
Oh!
only there was a bard here with
Talia was
accompaniment
probably, like-
musicians. As he's like
Talia
slowly
was
pulling
prob-
up his viola.
And
Talia was probably like
there's,
the whole time talking to us.
pretty-
Yeah, and then she hears like, if there only was a bard, and her head snaps around. Like, did someone say bard?
And there's a pretty decent gathering of people who are like seeing this and witnessing it. Let me pull up
Dragons are like
your-
chasing each other in the air and fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
Talia runs over. Like, did someone say entertainment?
let me pull up.
And
There's
probably
like a
Drac
little,
has
there's
her
a
with
tiny
with
little
her.
lightning bolt and then a little acid splash.
Yeah.
She's back.
Ah!
Ah,
Ah!
kill
Oh
her.
no!
Kill it with lightning.
You thought you killed me. Ha 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 ha. No, just kidding.
Get out of here!
Memento. Oops.
I gotta stat out my little dragon now.
There we go. You
So
should have
little.
control over it, Hydrata.
Yay. It has 367 HP.
No, it does not. it has nothing.
Oh no, it's dead. And that's how the battle went.
It's true.
It died.
I was there, I saw it with my own eyes. You hear one of the pikemen say.
And then that pikeman turns into a dragon.
There's
But
like
now I'm
nine,
back for my vengeance.
there's 9 more dragons that were all just chilling as people. It's like, what the fuck, guys?
You could have helped.
And they're all chromatic.
Oh, no.
Just the entire feast hall is filled with fire and acid and lightning and poison and just no chance.
Hey, this isn't Critical Role.
It's like 2,000. It's like 2,000 HP or 2,000 like points of damage in total or something.
There's probably collective over 2,000 HP in that room if there's that many fucking dragons. But no, the show of the dragons chasing each other, Talia telling the tale with her strumming and Mossy playing the viola in the background.
And that's where the
Very
next season
dramatic.
starts.
Very epic.
And Talia, while she's
Um,
playing, she's also like doing these very dramatic hand gestures and like well, she doesn't have minor illusion, but like someone has to have minor illusion, right?
I
Minor
do.
illusions going. There's
I'm
there's
cooking.
constant minor illusions with the dragons.
Yeah, and there's like
Yeah.
constant, she's like, whoa, and there was this and that, and she's like just really in her element.
So
So
this
she
is
looks adorable though, by the way.
so technically minor illusion, according to my character, is not concentration. So can I actually use prestidigitation to make sparks fly from the Aydirath's mouth?
It's at A. That's at A.
Well, yeah, but I'm Aydirath and
The
air quotes.
audible air quotes.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure.
I mean, that's literally him. That's what he looked like when he was little, guys. I was there. He was this little. Isn't that fucking funny? He used to be that size. He says on like his 5th glass of wine. Oh yeah, sorry. Moss hasn't touched liquor. For anyone paying attention, he's only drinking wine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Um.
A connoisseur of fine wines.
Oh, I'm not gonna drink this swill.
I'm gonna have to update my bar order.
I only drink imported Vidarian wine. Didn't you know that?
We made that.
If it is not from the rolling hills of the Feywild, I do not care.
We didn't make that.
But yeah, so what are you guys doing?
Enjoying the feast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talia's
and-
probably like sitting with Izia and just like telling her everything that's happened.
Yeah, hey, spell
Like, and then
me your fucking girlfriend's name real quick.
Oh yeah, wait, I'm gonna one moment, I have it written down.
I always just on
it's-
instinct.
I need spelling. Adding this to
So
important
it's,
persons list.
I
Hold on.
believe it's ESIA, right?
Yes, ESIA.
E-S-I-A.
Isia.
Merci beaucoup. As yeah.
Hey, that's my
Good
line.
Give it back! Give it back!
Just so we are clear, I am labeling her as no longer ex-girlfriend.
Thank you.
Question mark. No, I'm just kidding.
For
Dot,
now.
dot, dot. Question mark?
Now I have you. I told you. No, I'm just kidding.
And at the party turns and stabs.
It literally turns into the
I
Red
hate all of
Wedding.
you. I hate all of you.
Alive
At me.
with party. But yeah,
Time for
I-
therapy arc. No.
But yeah,
I need all of
Moss
yeah.
and Hadrada spend the evening playing with our dragons and making like pew pew.
Yeah, like
and the crowd of people
I'll-
that have gathered are enjoying it too.
nice. And I just like keep using prestidigitation and minor to make it look like they're actually fighting.
Yeah, and the
Like,
people
but we
are
hopped in and out of that performance
And-
to like
and the people
depending
are
whether or
buying
not
it.
there's new people, she tells the story again.
Yeah, I mean, there's like people shouting from the crowd, like again. Like it just happened. It's fresh in their mind, but they're
All right.
enthralled by this tale.
One more time. Da, 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 da,
And
da.
at the end, everyone can sing along.
Yeah, yes, we're all just hammered.
And Kilgrim and Dewey and Ferngul, they're also there. They lost a few of their berserkers during the battle, but didn't suffer too great of a loss.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's good. Did wait? So you said Ferngul and the other guy was still alive?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
the lads
Dewey.
made it. Moss walks up to
Ferngul
him,
and Dewey.
3 glasses in hand, shoves it into Ferngul and Dewey. Lads, sorry, I didn't have enough hands for you. More over there. Let's drink. Holds up his glass to the others.
And they say, yes, let's do that, and raise their glass as you do. And
Just
clean
pounds
glasses, and yeah, pounds it down.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, there's like some like kind of coming out of their mouth as they're like, trying to drink it like faster than they can really, do it realistically.
Moss doesn't have a throat, so he literally could just dump a gallon.
I have a question. Does Moss have to crouch down to give them to give them the drinks?
No, the arms just extend a little bit.
I was
Ah,
about to
okay.
say, just go like, "Meow."
Yeah.
A little bit hydraulic.
And Captain Balthazar is with the Duke, and they're currently drinking. And you overhear Captain Balthazar say, "I'm sorry our forces couldn't make it in time. We didn't expect that they'd be dispatched so quickly. They still are on the way, though, and we'll stick around if you need help cleaning up the remnants." And he says, "I hope that can still help us on the path towards peace." And the Duke says, "I give you my word. When I speak to the king, I'll vouch for you and tell him everything you and your people have done for us." And they continue drinking, and yeah, it's a very lively celebration. For once in a great long time, there's an air of happiness and hope and contentness here in Wintervale. And the Duke looks around and says, "In the meantime, I'll send messengers out to all those who evacuated and let them know that soon it will be time to return home, that Wintervale's safe once more. Until then, we'll continue cleaning up the remnants and those of the Baron's forces that we missed. Our hope is that with their leader gone, that they'll retreat back to where they came from, back to the swamps. But just in case they don't, we'll be here." And everyone kind of applauds and cheers, and yeah, sorry.
Raises his glass.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
You said that the black cloud is like 45 feet high above us?
Yes, from
Is that inside or outside of the castle?
So currently, right now, it would be within the castle.
Okay.
In like the upper floors.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. That's all I was wondering.
Yeah.
It's got this big fucking black. Jesus, that's scary.
Yeah, there's like basically like an entire room of like, or an entire floor of like empty rooms that is just filled with this black smoke as it hangs in the feast hall.
Are they empty because everyone in them is now dead, or is it empty because no one is in there?
No, it's empty because there's nobody in there. And
Okay,
cleared
good.
out because it was smoky.
yeah. It's probably assumed at a certain point, like one of the maids or cleaners like came down the stairs like screaming, like telling somebody what's going on up there.
It's this thing. Fuck. God, we do need to figure out what we're gonna do with this. At least.
Continue.
No, I don't know. What are we doing?
I say that we go to the World Forge and attempt there. If not, we can go to the Feywild.
Well,
Though
so that's a maybe, but so
Yeah.
here's the thing, is that we still we're gonna have to travel with this thing. Like it's fogging up upstairs. We can't stay in inns. We'll just be in the woods. I mean, I'm fine
True.
with that, or all of you.
I'm
I
fine
live
with
in
that
the
as
woods.
well.
Yeah, I'm fine with it too.
Yeah, stop
The thing is that I'd say that the Feywild is simultaneously the safest and most dangerous bet.
It's not
Well,
that
we
dangerous.
should try it first at the World Forge,
Well,
and then
no,
if that
scratch
doesn't
that. For
work.
all of you, it will be very dangerous, actually.
It's not that dangerous, you hear from the kitchen.
But maybe that should be a thought for tomorrow.
Yeah, and as the feast continues and you all enjoy your victory and your success, we'll go ahead and call it there for this week.
Oh,
Whoop.
Nice.
that was
I'm
nice.
so fucking tired.
That was
I-
that was a fucking good one.
Mike, I'm gonna be really honest with you here. I did not expect you to turn that so wholesome.
Are you
I thought you
serious?
were gonna.
With how much
Yes, I'm
we've been beating the
serious!
fuck out of you? Oh my god!
I
He'd be such a
seriously
dick
thought-
if he did it. If he followed through with it.
I seriously thought I would have to fight her.